we're live. Yes, we're doing this in place of Uncle Bill. So let's get ready to rumble. Anybody want to bring up any topics? Anything that's germane to the situation? You want to talk about whatever you want to talk about? So I'll throw to Paul for a second, and then we'll get Justin's input on it.
Well, I hope that I know you're replacing the stream for Uncle Bill tonight, and I hope that he's not streaming. I hope that he didn't not go live tonight because of his drone crash earlier. It sucked. He lost his drone today.
No,
So.
he actually mentioned it yesterday. It was on his community tab last night. Well, last night my time. So I think it was actually before the crash.
Oh, okay, yeah, because the crash was today.
Yeah, I think it was before the crash.
Yeah.
Hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Joe USA Drone Flyer. We've got Gaffer. If you want a link, let me know how to get it to you.
Oh.
Justin, have you got Gaffer's details?
Yeah. Okay. I got him on Messenger.
Okay, can you send him a link?
Yeah.
If he wants to come up. Justin, howdy. Max, the King of Kings. Night Train, if you want a link, I'll send you one. Leonard, JSK Enterprises.
Yeah, Leonard just asked if he recovered it. No, he did not recover it.
No. Catskills Brad, how are we going? Arizona Drone Dude. Hello, everybody. Off Grid, I think Brody. Howdy, Trevor Fuss. You know the link, I can send it to you. Lambo, yeah. I can send you a link if you need. Okay. I'll say hello to
Did we get Max?
Laura, but I think she has already been asleep.
Yeah, did we get Max?
Yes, I said Max. He's the King of Kings, so. Oh, shit. Okay. One Vision wants Dustin wants me to share something. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know. Was Bill? He seemed fine on Laura's channel. He didn't seem sick.
Yeah, he just said he was really tired.
Yeah, I think because he said something about taking a break from YouTube. So I don't know, maybe a couple weeks off.
Hello to Colin, another great Australian creator. So I'll give him a wrench. You talk amongst yourselves while I do this.
He might just be getting a little burnt out. I mean, everybody does every once in a while.
Yeah. I'd say that's probably the like we all.
Especially when he gets on there and he does like a 2 or 3 hour stream, it's gotta get taxing after a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully. Hit the wrong button. Not again. Yeah.
You need more practice on your streaming.
Yeah, so many buttons.
Yeah, try Zoom out. Jesus.
Hey, I'm just curious, Dominic, how come you don't have up here where it says powered by StreamYard? How come you don't have DomYard up there?
Oh, you have to. I have to pay for my own subscription.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So everybody new in the chat, thanks. I did say thanks to Gaffer for joining. Colin, another really great Australian channel. You really need to check him out. And Barclay is not. He's not lurking today. David, as in Birdman. Yeah, I know it's an amateur. I hit the wrong button. I haven't done this in a while, so.
David, I watched your new intro too. I really liked it. I messaged you back.
Yeah. Okay.
What intro are we talking about?
Oh, David Birdman did a new intro for his trucking game.
Oh, okay.
Over on his channel. He's been doing a lot of the Euro Trucks
Yeah,
content.
I really enjoy that, I must say. Even though it is a bit early sometimes for me.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
do get up and I see if he's on.
He said,
Oh,
"Cheers!"
no.
I got copyrighted.
Charles,
How you doing, Charles?
if you want a link, I can send you one. If you want to come up on the panel.
I mean,
He got hit with copyright.
if it's just a copyright claim, you can still use it as your intro.
Mm.
Don't worry about it. Ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, the one that I use for my intro, the intro I just redid it's copyrighted too. So it's just hard to find good music in that damn YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube Studio. Yeah, I know it is very annoying.
I use Epidemic, and I tried Artlist also, and I wasn't too satisfied with Artlist. They had a couple of decent songs, but Epidemic is nice. The only problem is their search function needs to be. They need to check it out and make it a little better than what it is, because it's sometimes you sit there and it's probably not just Epidemic Sound, but sometimes I sit there for 3 or 4 hours total looking for one song to go with a video, and
you've got to get the mood.
Yeah.
Once you get the mood, I really love I really want to find a real mood, and I'm just sometimes I tested out Epidemic for a while, and it's just hard to find that mood, especially when you're looking for that exact song, like as I was doing the other day, looking for an exact song, and it sometimes just can't find the right song, and it just gets frustrating.
Be careful doing those appeals, David.
Now, why is that?
Because when you do if you appeal 3 different times, you get 3 strikes, and then your channel's done.
Oh. Well, so that's that the person was claiming it was wrong.
Well, because it was probably somebody from India claiming the song, saying it was theirs, but it wasn't. But as long as he can convince YouTube that that's what he's trying to do, then maybe he'll get it taken off of the wrong person and put on the right person. But you got to remember too, a lot of these appeals and shit are done by an algorithm. It's not an actual person doing them, so you got to be careful with it.
Get frustrating sometimes.
Because he could do it in good intentions, but turn around and get a strike for it. So he's got to be careful. And see, this is why these people from India and different countries are doing all these copyright claims on people, because they know that most people aren't going to fight them because they're afraid to. So
yeah,
they're stealing money from people. I mean, there's people that have their own music. Me and Curtis were talking about this earlier. There's people that put their own music on YouTube, and somebody will copyright claim it, saying it's theirs.
You know, it's funny too. You say that about people making their own music, because I have a guy. I can't remember who it is, but he's part of the United States Drone Society, and he creates his own music for his videos.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody doesn't come along, because even Curtis said that. Curtis has been making his own music for the last couple of years, and he said, I've been waiting for somebody to copyright my shit, saying it's theirs. He's like, because I'll go. He goes, that's when I'm going to lose it with them.
The other thing that I find interesting is I've delved into and gone down the rabbit hole of ChatGPT, and I went down the rabbit hole on YouTube and basically watched everything, and you can even do music in there as well. So it's going to be a very interesting scheme of things once the whole AI thing starts gathering momentum.
Well, see, and the other problem too is like how Wedge uses Epidemic too. You even got to be careful of those in certain times, because sometimes they'll sell batches of music to other companies, and you won't get a copyright strike, but you're gonna all of a sudden 10 of your videos from a year ago all of a sudden will get copyright claims because they sold a chunk of music to another company. And that's happened with all of them. Artlist, Epidemic, people have had that issues with all of them.
Brother Ken's turned up.
So it's hit or miss. I mean, I guess you're better off doing your own music if you can.
Mick, Latrobe Valley.
Yeah, you know what's funny too? Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying hello to people that I see.
Yeah.
Since I've said hello last.
You know that 30-second timer that you put on at the beginning of the video?
Yeah.
I put that on in one of my first live streams, and I actually got hit with a copyright claim on it. I'm like, what are you talking about? StreamYard gave that to me to use.
Yeah.
It got removed. They got rid of, but I thought it was funny. I'm like, really? StreamYard says, here's a timer, so that's why I created my own.
Well, see, I've used YouTube's music before in the YouTube studio.
Yeah,
and put it on Facebook, and Facebook will give me a copyright claim saying it's fucking Sony's music. I'm like, what? Yeah. Like Sony will put a claim on it and saying it's theirs. I'm like, no, it's not. It's YouTube's.
Yeah, same thing too with Epidemic Sound. If I post my videos that I make for my channel, YouTube will be fine. But when I post it to Facebook, it'll actually give me a notification that the song is blocked in some countries.
Yeah.
Right, but as long as
I feel it's the same when you go across. When you cross platform, that's when they seem to get their panties in a knot.
But if you look at that most of the time, though, when it says it's blocked in most countries, it will be like the Middle East.
Yeah.
It's really countries that don't really make a difference to your YouTube channel. It'd be like North Korea and shit like that. So it's like,
yeah, I'd love to be blocked in North Korea.
But see, what you got to understand too is those are the countries that Artlist and like Epidemic have banned their own music from. It could be due to sanctions or just, anti, West type mentality, and they might have blocked their own music in those countries because of it.
Yeah.
But I've actually gotten copyright claims from Facebook claiming that another record company owned that music, and it was from YouTube Studio, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you, Dominic? You use your music from the YouTube Studio?
I did a trial on Epidemic, and I've been using. Hello, Johnny Droneflyer.
Hi, Johnny.
I've basically been doing shorts because I can get away with copyrighted music. So that's why.
Yeah, they don't count that, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. San Van, how are you? It doesn't count under a minute. So that's my way of getting around it by doing, shorts.
And I think that if your plans are not to get monetized at any point with YouTube, I think you could just roll with whatever music you want, right? Because they'll just give credit to the owner of the music, and if they generate any revenue, it'll go to them, right?
Well, and the thing with the shorts is all the music that is on the shorts, that was part of when YouTube, like a year and a half ago, they went around to 150 different music labels and signed contracts with them. And that was a lot of that music that's in the shorts library is music that they've gotten permission to use.
And there's some really good stuff in that shorts library.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to think they go to one record label. It might have, 1,000 A-list, music stars that are on that record label. And you just unlocked a whole catalog of music.
It seems that way because every time I've gone to the shorts library for a song that I've wanted, it's been there. So I just continue with shorts.
Right.
I just
and now they're paying for shorts too. Granted, it is a little crazy on the numbers they want, 10 million every 90 days, but
that's easy.
I would say for a channel with at least 40,000 or more would probably be able to maintain that as long as they were consistent and they were getting about 20, 30,000 per short.
You need to get 100. I worked it out. You need to get 112,000 a day.
Right, but if you're putting 4 or 5 out and you're getting 20, 30,000 per
out, and you got the same amount on that.
Justin hits that every video. My best one so far was what, Dominic? I think it was 6.2 or
Yeah, I
something.
think we looked it up at 6.1 the other day, and
Yeah, something like that.
You know,
knocked
speaking
out.
of YouTube videos and not necessarily not shorts, I'm not talking about.
Yeah.
But I watch Mr. Beast videos. He does a lot
I
of
love Mr. Beast.
cool things, but his last video really was something different. He actually paid to help 1,000 people get their sight
Exactly.
back, and that was incredible. And he
These
gave
are-
some
yeah.
people, he gave one guy a car, another person like $10,000, you
What?
know, and that guy's broke,
Uncle
but he
Bill's
gets all
in
the
the
money in the
chat.
world.
Yeah, well, he
Uncle
makes
Bill's
like.
in the chat.
What's up, Bill?
Bill?
Hey, Bill.
Well,
We
he
got
makes
two
an
Bills in the chat.
he makes, I think, an average of like 60 million a year off of endorsements and all that, and YouTube and everything.
Yeah, but he dumps all his money back into the videos. That's a
Yeah.
crazy
You know, a company offered him $1 billion for his channels. Offered him $1 billion. He turned it down and said nope. Now a guy that did the math on it, he was like some kind of mathematician or something. He worked on Wall Street, but he did the math. He said that it would be more with all his channels and the amount of views he has. He said his channel would be worth more around like 10 billion. And
That's
so he said
crazy.
Mr. Beast was smart for turning it down.
And
Although
he has his videos done also on other channels in other languages.
Yeah.
although $1 billion, dude, I don't know. I might have walked away and retired, dude, because that's a lot of money.
If someone said, I'll give you $1 billion, I'm in. Hey, Margie. Margie's in the chat.
Hi, Margie. How you doing? Yeah, I think it's because he's so passionate about what he does. He's not ready to give it up yet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we know that, Mike. Yeah, you got to be monetized and all that. You still have to have your 1,000 and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's 1,000. It's 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours, or 1,090 million shorts.
Well, the thing is though, is the shorts. If you're hitting that 10 million mark, you're going to get well more than 4,000 hours every 90 days.
Yeah.
Because what people don't realize is even if a video gets, 500,000 views and it's a 10-second short, that 10 seconds over 500,000, that adds up quick.
Yeah.
And that actually generates a lot of watch time.
Oh, definitely.
And a lot of times you're actually getting more than that, because if you look at your average watch time on a 10-15 second short, it will be like 130, 140%, because they've already watched it and then it replayed and went about halfway through before they finally swiped to the next video.
Yeah. I've noticed that. You get like 170 and 180%.
Right, and they may watch it twice, because some people will watch a 15-second short and they're like, "Huh, what was that?" And they'll take the time to watch it again. Especially if it's something that's confusing when you're looking at it, you're like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" You know.
Or you get lucky and someone starts watching your short as they're falling asleep and it loops like 80 times and it's got like 100% retention.
And here they are. We have to introduce.
Hi, Tammy. Hi, Max.
Hello.
John, Max never comes on my
Now
channel.
I'm disappointed. You guys didn't come onto the stream kissing this time.
Oh, man.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, sorry.
We can
Come
make
here,
it
Max.
right.
Drop us out. We'll come right back in.
Yeah, we could come right back.
Good night, Uncle Bill.
Sorry about your drone, Bill.
Yeah, good night, Uncle Bill.
R.I.P. drone.
I can't.
We'll take a minute's silence for Bill.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
It's a good idea.
Okay, make it 10 seconds then.
I don't know how to get the chat.
I mean, that's one thing you just have to realize: if you're going to fly drones or any kind of RC hobby, you're going to lose shit.
Yeah. Break stuff, fix stuff, buy new stuff.
You're going to break stuff and you're going to...
Look at JD. He'll take 3 RC cars out, break them, fix them the next day, and take them out and break them again the next day.
Yeah, I did that when I was a teenager. I'd get out there on a Saturday and I would absolutely drive around, bash it up, and fix it the Saturday night and go out again and do the same thing on the Sunday morning. So, yeah. Always good.
As long as you got parts to do it.
Yeah.
Parts.
Would always have the I always have a really big bag full of parts with me.
I don't think
So
Gap's stuck.
All right, so it's Sunday night and 10:30, and no one said Avada yet. What the hell's going on here?
Avada!
Avada!
I don't give a shit.
Okay. I'll send one off to.
Oh.
So I wonder if he'll actually be able to get out there and recover his drone somehow.
Mm.
I mean,
really no point.
Yeah, he doesn't have care refresh on it, so.
And it's definitely dead because that's salt water.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just wanted to have it back, just to have it back as a wall hanger, I guess, but
yeah,
it's about all it's going to be good for because he didn't have care refresh on anybody used.
Hey,
Yeah,
Wayne.
Justin, you were there when that drone went into the water at South Florida. I mean, that water wasn't even deep, and it took a while to find it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. They had an FPV and an Alto going in the water.
By the way.
Oh, that's right. They never even found it.
Yeah, just giving him a wrench.
Yeah, that thing just went and went straight down.
Who else have we got? I haven't said hello to.
Oh, that's the best thing to clean your battery ports with. Nice little salt water. Just
you want one, Dustin?
Right off.
Everything right up.
Yeah, nice and abrasive.
Kills the bacteria too. Salt water. Yeah.
How you doing, JD?
JD.
What's up, JD?
Hey, Charles. I'll just bring him in, and here comes.
Hey.
There he is.
What's up, Charles?
Hi, Charles. How you doing?
Max, Tammy, Paul, Justin.
How's it going?
Good afternoon, everybody. And hanging with JD. Thanks for stopping by.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah. Hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Put out smoke signals. Do what you need to do. Just get it out there.
Oh shit! Who lives in the hood?
Yeah.
I was just about to say that. Damn it! He beat me to it.
That's your neighborhood, Paul?
Oh yeah, I live on the busiest street in the city, so there's always ambulances.
Always something going on out there.
Fire trucks. Yeah. Yep.
You're in Massachusetts, right?
Yes, correct.
Where in Massachusetts?
Southeast Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah, about an hour south of Boston.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're like 3 hours from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too bad you guys couldn't hook up when we went to Lake George because I believe you were off on a trip on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, in August we were both.
Yeah, we were out west.
Listen, you guys should have been there. You could have started kissing and distracted the cop, and I would have never got a ticket. Shit, we could have made $10 off of them.
Take it for indecent exposure.
So, Max, I've been watching this one dude lately that got a B-2 bomber.
Oh, yeah?
And it's about a 6-foot wingspan, 6-8 foot.
Yeah.
Thing was nice as hell, but then he ended up breaking it in half.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, yeah. Did you see, you watch, I don't really watch him, but, YouTube knows that I like airplanes. Well, I guess Cletus, he's like a big YouTuber, Cletus McAfair, something. He's huge on YouTube. He's all on the cars.
Guess who is just about to join?
But he has that B-2 bomber, and
hey,
Matt.
And he put an actual turbine on it. Flew pretty good. But yeah, he broke his too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want one, but not for $800. Wait till they hit Marketplace.
Has to be a Marketplace special.
Has to be the $50 on Marketplace.
I just got some new batteries off of Marketplace. Anybody know what that battery's for?
Inspire, isn't it?
Avada.
That looks like an Avada. But it's really big.
Of an Avada.
Without the props.
It's too big for Avada.
No, it looks like an Avada without the props. It's about the same size.
Yeah, it's the size of the Avada.
It's the grooves. The grooves look like the grooves on the side of the Avada battery. It looks like.
Oh yeah, it's a big battery. What is that for, mate?
But Justin was right. It's for an
Inspire one.
Yeah, Inspire.
Two.
Oh, okay.
Two.
Righto.
Deuces, kid. Deuces.
Mm.
Oh, you have the Inspire too?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had the one.
Marketplace.
Chris Hope.
He
How
does.
much did you end up getting that for?
Hey, Chris. Hope.
Morning, Chris Hope.
900 with 6
Chris Hope needs a
batteries
wrench.
Get the
and
fuck
I
out of
just
here.
noticed that.
2 remotes.
Yeah,
Jesus, that's
And the
cheap.
X5S.
go get it.
You go get it.
You want me to get it?
Fuck, that's a good deal, dude.
Yeah.
That's a really good
Yeah.
deal. Inspire ones are
Yeah.
still going for around that price.
So
Hey,
I'm
Chris.
contemplating selling my Air 2S with all the kit and buying a Mavic 3 Classic.
Okay.
Step up the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it,
Springtime's
brother.
coming up, man. Springtime's
The
coming
Mavic
up.
2S is a nice drone.
No, I know, but the Mavic 3,
That's a sexy beast right there. And
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
That's a
Tammy,
good-
the Max Relax.
Beast mode.
He was like, "What'd you say?"
That's just an animal. That's an animal. That thing.
is that a
Yeah, it
camera
is.
like that? That looks like the Mini 2 camera on the front
Well,
of it.
what's
Oh,
great
that's
about
good.
it is it has two
Camera.
cameras.
That's the FPV
That's
camera.
the FPV.
Yeah.
And then there's
Oh.
another camera that bolts in here.
And
Came
what
with the X5S camera.
And so what
X5,
it is Wedge. One person can be flying and using the front camera, and then the other person can use the second remote and control the bottom camera while they're just doing the flight.
So someone else can use the app also and control the other camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's really cool.
2 angles.
So if you got two
Awesome.
pilots that are really in sync, man, they can do some crazy shots with those things.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they designed that one for kind of filmmaking type material, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't use the front camera though for footage. Well, I mean, you could just to say this is what I can see.
Right.
Because I mean, if you do a screen record and all that sort of shit, you got all the telemetry and all that sort of stuff on it too. So
Well, I'm sure that camera's on the front's probably the equivalent of like a Mini
Space
2 or
Ranger.
something anyway. So
There
I'm
it is.
sure
Yeah.
it would still be okay for doing some footage.
Took like an hour to buy the thing though. He went to go start it up and it needed an update.
Oh, here we go.
So Dustin said that's his dream drone right there.
That's a bucket list drone for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That's nice. Nice. Those X series are a great camera, man.
Yeah, the one on my other drone does pretty nice. I mean, it's a little bit older, but I mean, it does a pretty good job.
I bet Dustin's looking at that Mini 1 I sent him right now. You piece of shit. Why can't you hold an X5?
I've only got an X3. Oh,
Oh, no. Yep.
But yeah, Paul,
Yeah.
classic dude. Get that aperture control going, man. It makes so much difference. It really does.
Yeah, the adjustable aperture is really nice.
Oh, it's. I mean, you know.
What really impresses me most about that drone is its low light capabilities because of the size of the sensor. And Trent Young, he's a guy in my group, and he just takes some phenomenal photos with it. And other people like take low light photos and they look clear. There's no noise.
Yeah, they're. I haven't done it. I'm going to give it a crack one day, but I want to fly mine without going into night mode and just see what the camera will do. But anyway,
Now, what do you mean night mode? It has a night mode on it?
it does. Yeah,
Noise?
yeah.
And what is the night mode? What is that? Is it?
What it basically does is it goes into auto. Basically, it's like a hyperlight when it comes to the Mavic 2 Pro. Where you could put it into hyperlight and take photos at night time. It wasn't available in video mode. But the 3 Classic has got night mode in video. Al Diaz has got a video up of night mode. If you want to check that at all. And I did muck around. Well, I didn't record anything. I just wanted to see what the image I got back was, and I did put it into night mode at one point. Although I can't fly at night, so I've only got like 25 minutes past sunset. So once you turn your camera around away from the sun, it's pretty dark there. So I did put it into night mode, and it did open things up and It was quite a nice image. But as far as noise goes, I don't know because I didn't record.
Oh, bro,
but,
that just fucked with me hard, dude. Mike called me on Discord and was talking in my ear, and I thought it was coming from the live stream. I was like, who the hell is that?
No one will talk to you here, mate. Don't worry about that. Just think it's always.
Oh, can you add me as a friend on Discord, please? Been sending you a friend request for like 6 months now.
Oh, really? You not get the hint yet?
Yes.
Exactly.
Why?
Mac, Dustin's asking you if you got the stickers he sent you.
Yeah, I just actually wrote back to him, but yeah, I got them. Yep. Thanks, brother.
Oh, good man.
I complainer.
Hey. Howdy.
I want to.
That guy's cool.
Oh, he had the ND16 on it at night time. Oh, man. That can actually be quite beneficial, believe it or not, having an ND filter on at night, because if especially in auto, it'll want to open everything up, and you may find that the lights and everything will be blown out. And having an ND on will give you a better shutter, because it will adjust shutter as well. And hopefully you'll be in a nice shutter range, because you'll get all sorts of flickering and all sorts of stuff with LED lights, 50 or 60 hertz, depending on what you've got it set on. But yeah, ND filters can help at night time, that's for sure.
Here, Matt, I'll send you a link to my server.
Oh, yeah, I don't think my messenger's working.
Yeah, piss off.
Oh, that's a message from someone else. Hang on, where are we? Righto.
Night Train, you never sent me your address. Send me it on Facebook.
Oh no, I want a sticker for him.
Oh, that's Tammy's fault then. Yell at
Yeah.
Tammy.
Oh, okay.
So I have to.
Just send me your address to get it faster.
He went.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Tell
again.
me, all right. I know that you said you don't see it, Tammy, but you cannot look at that picture and tell me that doesn't
I
look
don't
like
even
Matt.
see myself there.
I thought that was
Dude
him.
is way too white.
It does.
Nose is thinner. I got a big nose.
Dude, you need to take her like to South Korea or Japan, and you can just pretend you're him, right? And get in all the 5-star.
Where are we?
Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger, needs a wrench.
Oh, okay, Mike.
Oh, no, okay. Oh, he's being Tim up there, looking a little
Yeah,
gray.
I have your address, Mike. Actually, I think I have that all packaged up and ready to go. I just haven't been to the mail.
Yeah, you can find them on Amazon. They're about $300 and some for a battery.
What police drones? Anyone know what police drones he's talking about here with the thermal imaging?
Wasn't someone showing? Didn't we see a video about that?
A lot of
thermal imaging.
Was it Ray Kelly had a cop who
The
was
only
using a
thermal
drone
imaging
on
I
his show,
could
but
think of would be M30 or
Yeah, but there's been like 30 states that have now outlawed DJI stuff on a state level. So
yeah. So I would probably have to go.
there's a
down
lot of American companies now providing drones that are 3 times more expensive now.
So that would leave.
Because Florida was trying. I don't know if Florida ever went through with it, but I know they were talking about it.
Pay more.
Yep.
Nobody here wants to work for $7 an hour.
Exactly.
We can use this later, you know.
Well, I would if like eggs were 5 cents a carton.
Yeah.
True.
You know, they actually started an investigation today in the government because over the egg prices.
Because everybody's been flipping out about it.
Yeah, well,
everything, man. It's crazy.
I heard about that. The egg prices over there.
It's like everything just like jumped up a third.
Yeah, a couple of months ago, we went to the grocery store to get eggs, and there was a sign on the door that now they don't allow anything but cage-free eggs to be sold in the state. So that's what they said was the reason for the increase in price.
Yeah, and those are twice as. Those are the fancy brown eggs that you get in the
Yeah.
Eggland's
But
Best.
what
with a
is
little
really
stamp on it.
cage free? They in a big barn, not in a cage, just sitting there as well.
Yeah.
And there's like millions around them.
Supposedly they
Maybe
get
they
to run
see
around
daylight
outside.
through a skylight in the barn.
Oh no.
Well, like I said, those are the ones that come in the little fancy, Eggland's Best, and they got the
Yeah.
little stamp on each egg.
Mhm.
They're like $4 more a carton, but taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dustin's got it good. He's got 2 pair of ducks on the pond. So
No
he gets
worries,
fresh
mate.
eggs every morning.
There is a difference from real fresh to like store fresh.
Yeah,
Mm.
there is.
Well, yeah, because you're talking about pasteurizing everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. I saw a thing on YouTube a couple of days ago about this, and there was a lady. She had chickens in her yard, and none of her chickens were laying eggs, and all of her neighbours were the same. No chickens were laying any eggs for some reason, and they reckon it's got something to do with the feed they're giving them.
On TikTok, I saw that video. Some woman was
Yeah,
talking
right.
about the same thing.
There you go.
Or they're on strike as well.
Yeah.
Anything goes from 249 to 7 here over the past year. Wow.
Oh yeah, they're like $6 something at the store here for a dozen,
Chris.
and the 18
Yeah.
packs like I want to say around $9 or $10.
Wow.
Max,
That's
save your
stupid.
$50 next time, Max. Next time you want to buy a drone off somebody, offer them a dozen eggs.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, I used to pay
Yep.
Matt. I used to pay $14 for a box of 60 eggs, and
Wow.
now those are I think are $24 or $25 for that same box. That's how much they went up.
What did you need 60 eggs for? You're baking a
Well, I
lot of
got
cake?
3 kids and a wife, dude. We
Yeah,
use a
eggs
lot of
go
eggs.
fast.
I buy in bulk, dude. You have to.
Oh,
I
you always have to buy in bulk.
36
That's a
for me
great,
for the week,
a great technique.
2 weeks.
So I said when you got kids, you got to buy in
Two
bulk.
18 packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Chicken feed was poison, they said. Yeah, right. Wow.
Wowzers, I tell you.
That's crazy.
You know, if I had the land for it, if I had like a home with some land, I think a chicken farm would be a good idea because you get the eggs and then you have the chicken after. Save you a bit of money because
Exactly. Yeah.
See? Just name it
Well,
Or
chicken
when
one,
you
chicken
finish with the
2,
eggs, you just
chicken 3. There's no name for the chicken. It's just a number.
yeah,
but
Don't name them. Don't
if I'm
name
not
them.
It's your day.
mistaken,
chicken, egg, roast
Somebody
chicken.
will replace you.
Oh my
Well,
If you
if I'm not
have
mistaken,
bacon and eggs. Yeah.
when you first buy chickens, doesn't it take like a year or two before
I'm
they
down
start
with having a
producing?
pig.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Puppy
think it takes like
too.
a year, doesn't it?
They could come inside.
He-
Potty training.
Depends how old they are,
Yeah.
mate.
Well, a lot of people buy them when they're, chicklets or whatever you want to call them, little baby chickens.
Yeah.
I've always heard that they take like a year or so before they start producing eggs.
Yeah, about a year.
Well, Chris Hope doesn't agree with any of
Chris, how you
this.
doing?
Thinking, oh my goodness, it's a mess.
Chris.
Is that what he's talking about?
Morning 34
Is he
media.
talking about having a chicken farm?
Yeah.
A couple of Australians in the chat at least.
He'd know.
Dennis is a bit of a rooster. Started wailing on his ukulele at 6 o'clock in the morning, waking me up from my sleep.
Yeah.
That's what I said to Dennis. I
I'm
said,
a
how do you
brother.
get away with it, mate? You're either bloody 4:30 or 5 in the morning. Your neighbours aren't that far away. Right
Yeah.
across he's in a little cul-de-sac. And there he is, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking they wouldn't get up early as well, mate.
Exactly.
Well, you notice he started doing it in his house now. He's not even
Yeah, the
doing
weather's a bit
sunrise
good.
anymore.
Weather's
Yeah,
a bit
it's
pilly
Good
out
fresh
there.
there.
That's what he claims, even though it's like,
Mhm.
no clouds outside, nice still weather. He done got bitched at by his neighbors too many times.
Letting it rip.
He-
Yeah.
He has a lot of trouble with his drone disconnecting while he's live streaming from the controller. It always goes into return to home. That's
So what he needs to do is just go ahead and do like Ron does, get some Shutterstock footage,
Yeah.
just put it up on the screen like he's doing a sunrise.
Good Shutterstock. Yeah. Always helps.
yeah, right. That's the way to go. He's an expert at taking that watermark off. He knows how to do
Yeah.
that.
He's obviously an expert at that.
been
Oh,
doing
Ron
it
just
many
puts
years.
his own over top of it.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Well, you know
well,
it's not Ron's because it's not in focus if it's Ron's. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is he here today or not? Where is he?
No, he's not in.
His
No, he's
ears
not.
will
He's
be burning
What
in a
he's been
minute.
doing.
He will be too. I might message him, see what he's doing.
Yeah,
I'll just say, Justin's giving you shit on the live show, mate.
yeah.
Yeah, how much he believes that.
Dude.
He'll
send you-
just blame. No, he'll say it was both of us.
Yeah, no, he won't believe I was involved. I sent you a message on Discord too, Justin. If it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, miss.
I don't know. Yeah.
What drone is this? Standoff underway. I'm just looking at the link that was in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a nice zoom on the lens. It might be the M30.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours long.
I wonder how
Look,
much I get that one for.
The M30. You think they're hitting marketplace soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Give it like
I'd love
another
one of
year.
those for $50, I tell you.
I don't know if you saw the video that Jim
Drake
Boyd
on
did
himself
a
in
few years
trouble at
ago.
the casino. Gotta
Starts
balance.
selling off his M30.
Gotta start selling shit.
Would be a helicopter as well.
Jim Boyd had a video up a few years ago. He's got an X7 on his, and he just took off from his driveway and then zoomed in on a Wawa down the road, which was about, I don't know, a mile away or whatever the hell. And he zoomed right in on the pumps of this.
Oh,
Is
I
that
remember
a yeah? Crazy zoom on it.
Mm.
Incredible.
And what it did was that you couldn't see shit. It was just all fuzzy and black. But as soon as it got into where the gas pumps were and the lights were, it just sucked all that light up, and you could see clear as day.
Exposed everything. Yeah, it was incredible.
Mm.
Yeah, I think Charles might have a point here. Maybe that wasn't a
Yeah,
drone.
it seems to
Maybe
be
that
a
was some-
helicopter from the
Yeah.
angling.
Number one, there's the angle. Number two, you can hear the reporter or whoever on the helicopter,
Yeah,
and then you can hear you can hear that sort of in the background.
Yeah.
That's interference from the engine running.
Right.
a vodka.
It's interesting because there are two choppers there.
yeah.
Avaka!
Wrong stream, Mike. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob
Other Bob's
Casey.
in the chat.
Hey, Bob, how are you, mate?
Hashtag
What's up,
coffee.
Bob?
Bit
That's
upset I
crazy.
didn't
Out of
win
all
that.
the people in the stream yesterday, the same person won
Yeah, I
the
know.
coffee at the drone.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Toffee and the drone.
Somebody who
Oh, that's-
never showed up before.
Yeah. Now that's beginner's luck.
Wow. I don't know. Maddie's Drone World. Maddie, I don't know how much stuff he's won.
But first time I've ever seen that in the channel.
Eh?
That's the first time I've ever seen that name in the channel.
Who?
I just rocked up and bang.
Huh?
Maddie?
No, the guy
No,
yesterday,
the
right?
one who won.
No, the one who won yesterday.
Oh, okay.
You were saying, yeah.
Yeah, Maddie's lurking. He ain't in the chat.
Yeah, as in Thunder.
Mayor
I
Maddie.
mean, there's a couple of Matts, so it does get confusing when there's more than one person with that name.
Yeah, but there's only one with a big ass head about his channel.
So Dominic, it looks like a lot of people are hashtagging Addy. Where's Addy tonight?
I've sent her the link, okay? I can't do any more than sending her the link.
Lurkers, eh?
Now
Don't
I'm just
ask
gonna
him.
wait for her
Don't
to-
ask him.
Yeah,
just
they
gonna wait
did
for
it.
her to warm up.
They did it on my live stream earlier when I was doing my gaming. Somebody put, "Hey, Addy" in the chat, and somebody else was like, "What, Addy? What?" She never was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to be very popular.
Oh, the
Maddie's
t-shirt
Drone
black,
World.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Right, man?
Hmm.
Yeah, shit took off right in Brooklyn. Took off right in the middle of the road.
There you go. Maddie's popped in just in case you're doing a raffle
Gonna win
tonight, mate.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know. We might win something. I've never used the StreamYard giveaway, so
I've done a few times actually, when I was giving away the T-shirts.
yeah.
That's really cool.
And the other week you gave away a mat bump.
Yeah, but Matt also re-gifts stuff that's supposed to go to you. See, Ron was supposed to get a shirt and it went to Dennis.
Michael Wright.
It did.
Went to Dennis
Now
Hughes.
moderator.
That was.
It was worn a couple times.
It was fresh. It was a newie.
Just came out of the dryer.
Yeah, it smells like cuddly or huggy or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. That was.
Hey, drone guy.
How do we? Now I've got to work out how to share this stuff. Present. No.
Oh, Maddie got a T-shirt of mine, and it's huge. I mean, they're all the same bloody size, and Chris Waters too.
Yeah, they were like 4XL or some shit. Like they were
I don't know,
insanely
3 or 4XL.
Okay.
Or something.
I've been
Well, I think
told
that was
that
for Maddie's whole family.
Okay, now let's see if this works.
Everybody's supposed to get in it.
Yeah, well,
They warm on those cold Florida days.
for your winter cold Florida.
Yeah, Bob Casey wants me to share something, so let's see if this works.
Oh, this is gonna get flagged. There's Brother Bob right there.
He must work out.
A raccoon. Rabbit too. It's up during the day.
That's the last shot there.
No,
1.4K views in
Guys,
2 hours.
crazy. What?
Yeah.
That's the sharp end, Bob. Stay away from it.
See, it never notifies me of people's shorts.
No,
Yeah.
shorts go out to people that aren't subscribed to you normally.
They get pushed out just in the shorts reel. If you don't go in the shorts reel, you don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how many notifications you would get, dude, for
I know.
people's shorts, dude. It'd be
Yeah.
annoying as shit.
Okay.
That's
Now,
probably why they don't do it.
Did Bob get some new subscribers since his short
Hopefully.
did well? Because I've been getting new subscribers every time I put up a short.
I've been getting new subscribers too. I got
Yeah, I've got
over
a few.
100 in 2 weeks.
How many
Oh,
would you
yeah.
say you get off of each short that you put up?
Well, I put 4 out a day, Monday
I'm
through
fine.
Friday.
Yay,
and I usually
Tamalytics.
average about 3 to 9 a day.
Wow. Pretty good. Yeah.
Let's try and
What happened to your other
do that
channel?
again.
You
I
got
got
hacked?
locked out of it.
Yeah.
No, I got locked in because Google said, we're going to
Okay,
send you a
I'm
code to
gonna-
unlock it,
How do I? Yeah, okay. I'm
and
gonna go back
but
and
you have to get into your
reshare
email to
this.
get the code. Even though my 2-factor authentication is set up with Sarah's email, my other email, and both
yeah.
our phone numbers. Still can't get it. Won't work.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's all right. I just started fresh, started a whole new genre on YouTube.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
I'm
we
happy
just-
with what I'm doing.
Oh, you're
Who
doing
lost
well.
the
man.
drone?
Uncle
lost
Bill.
Oh, did he? Which one?
He
Well,
just
show that
wanted a
video.
hug.
Next.
FPV.
Oh, show his video
Bob,
next.
he just wanted a hug.
Yeah, that poor raccoon.
Who had
Wedge,
the-
you got the
What?
link
He
for
just
that
wanted
video?
a hug.
Yeah, I believe so.
Throw it in the private chat, and Dom can play that next. Show Matt that crash.
Oh, okay, that's how you do it then. Okay.
Do you want me to share Uncle Bill's crash video?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's watch
I've got to
it.
work
Yeah.
out how to do this bloody
Okay.
thing now.
All right, because I already have it up.
Oh, great. Okay.
I like to do that though.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Man. Here we
Oh,
go.
Curtis can go down there with his rover.
Yeah. We'll get Curtis. We'll get Curtis Dart on the job.
Bill
Like
thought he was
3,000
Paul.
miles away.
He was doing well
Learn
up until
fast.
now.
Yeah, he was.
Dude is motoring.
He
No,
was zipping around
he
here.
was
He was
motoring
crazy.
now. And he said, oh, yeah.
Not just one up in his
He's
throat
got
right
that.
there.
He got the bridge.
Yeah, he said, I'm
and
doing
then
a
he's
wedgie day
motoring
play.
here.
Dude, what?
This is a really good shot
Somebody
here.
call the
He
cops.
comes down. He gets really low. And he's just about to hit that gap there and went bang. Because that's an awesome shot, that one there.
He putting
He would have had it too if he
think he
didn't.
had
If he
it.
didn't chicken out, I think he would have had it.
He had it.
Oh,
Dang.
He chickened
Oh,
out. He let
he
off
put
that
sticks.
much.
he put in Wedge's chat earlier. He's like, cranes are
What do I-
dicks.
what am I stopping?
Crazy.
I feel you. I think they were
Definitely had that for sure.
working with the
If
light
he stayed
poles.
into it, he would have had it. His
Yeah.
butthole would have been in his throat, but he would have had
Yeah, his sphincter would have been really tight by that time.
it. Would have super tight.
Mm.
yeah.
Well, and like we were saying earlier, I don't even think Bill had Care Refresh on it because he bought that used, so it probably wouldn't even be
Yeah.
worth digging out, like Max said too.
No.
I don't
Probably
think
fine.
it'd be
Well,
worth it.
Air Refresh, you gotta find it.
Yeah.
You gotta send it back.
And that was salt water too, man.
Night, Chris Hope.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Chris.
I told Bill I got a spare one if he wants to borrow one. He could use it.
Yep.
I guess he's gonna send me back that dildo, huh? At least he never used it.
That you know of.
I just give it a wipe, mate.
Dildo.
It's still an unused. Well, no, a black guy used it first. I was
Oh
hoping
my
he would
God.
use it after, so I could see the white guy used it after the black guy.
The fuck is he talking about?
I don't know.
The
We were
remote,
talking about
Yeah,
BBC
on his own
porn.
little
the
tangent.
dildo.
So I said you're over here talking about BBC porn.
Just trying to get down some new subscribers, you know.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Got to
That'll
keep
work.
this chat very open.
That'll
Yeah.
work. There'll be no one involved in drones, but that'll work.
Yeah.
Dude, do you see my messages in Discord or not?
Have a look. Where's this thing? Mm.
Why is that up there? Why is
Are
They
you fucking
accepted-
seeing this or not,
Yeah.
you cock?
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
there you
your
go. You are seeing it.
Because you said,
Yeah, you're added as a
Oh.
special member in my server.
Yeah, I've always had a special member.
yeah.
You've been hacked.
Yeah, I think too what
That's
Captain
like-
Joe America says here. I
You're
believe he
on
said he was
the
flying. He wasn't sure he was going to make the gap, so he tried to
Like
back off and
this,
Yeah.
instead of like this
didn't happen.
There's another exit up there. And
gotta
that-
go. You've got to be, you've got to be like, in Caddyshack, where he goes, you've got to be the ball. You've just got to put your head right behind it and say, yep, and don't
tried to X out here, I thought.
hesitate.
It just won't even let me click on anything. It's like
Mm.
this is dead.
Well, that's how come I've crashed this one 3 billion times.
Uncle
That's what you
Bill, if he's
need.
gonna buy another one, he should have no problem finding one down in Florida. They're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Point.
They're great for crashing, those things. They're fantastic.
Yeah, those. Yep.
They're
Mm,
oh, this is pretty beat up, man, and it still goes. Still goes.
Mm.
Crazy.
Let's see that drone. Put it up on the screen.
That
That's
what I learned FPV on. Great thing to learn. And when it's raining, I still fly this inside when it's all shitty outside. But it still does a good job, flying through the house and all
I
that sort
still
of stuff.
remember Justin's first thing after he won that. His first
No, that
order.
wasn't the
No,
one.
not that one.
He's got the
That
other.
was one of them. One of them.
that one,
Yeah.
Because I didn't fucking have anything to go with it to run it. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with these things?
That was so great because Max donated one of them to the South Florida Drone Meetup, and then someone else had donated the other, and they both went as prizes, and Justin won.
Both of them.
So he comes over to Max, who donated one of them. He's like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with these?"
I tried to give him
I
that.
don't know.
I tried to
Quiet.
actually ask Max if he wanted them, and he was like, I gave one of those. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, these hammer, these things, they're great. They go really quick, eh? I love them.
Yeah, Mike and him had a nice little fun hour or so truck getting that thing those connected.
Oh, it was mainly the fucking binding bizzo and
Well, then
opening
Mike's
up.
trying to teach him how to, or Mike's trying to show him how to do it, right? But every time Matt plugs a fucking drone into his computer, his fucking internet would cut off. It'd knock his internet out.
China.
Yeah, I should have actually put the StreamYard or whatever the hell it was on my phone, so I was using phone data instead of the Wi-Fi. And I want to cut out. But anyway, good old Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle was my first. There you go. There's one there, the Freestyle. That thing there's pretty good fun. 2S, little 2S.
But you found out those could do 3, right?
No.
I thought
No,
Max wasn't you the one that said that one could do?
You may
3?
go 4. You may go 4 on these.
Wait, what are we talking about? 4S.
How big of a battery? Oh yeah, dude, you gotta get a 4.
2 to 4, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, 2 to 4, I think it is.
You gotta get a 4. Rip that son of a bitch.
Yeah, 4. I've flown on 4. It doesn't. So it's super fast, but it doesn't fly good. Like the pig controller is not set up for 4S. 2 and 3, it flies good.
It's just a little bit. Was it a little bit too much weight for it or something?
It's just got like a shake to it and a wobble. Just it's just a lot of weight for those motors.
Yeah, Captain Joe America.
It does it.
That Johnny made him rip a railing gap with his Mavic 3.
What?
Yeah, it's now and never. It's one of those. You've just got to do it.
Yeah.
Is it me or does FPV talk sound so sexual?
Hit that gap.
Maybe rip that gap open.
Fill it up.
Here comes the innuendo.
Windows a gap too.
I know. I was.
No, that's in the Cayenne Enema.
I was literally sitting there listening one night of a bunch of FPV guys talking on a live stream, and they went for about 4 minutes. And if you didn't know they were talking FPV, it would have sounded very sexual. It was just all the terms they were using. It was fucking hilarious. I was about on the floor laughing.
Shit. You don't get that with camera drones.
Yeah.
Open up my aperture.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very sexual.
Doesn't, does it?
See, things don't get sexual anymore until we hear the Matt Bump song.
Oh, I know you always like to go to bed just after hearing that. Yeah. Must be that wah-wah guitar in there. It's like a sound in the corner.
It's time for Jeopardy.
Yep, Justin's
I'm laughing for a minute.
Yeah, we should be singing.
He started talking about 5 inches and you laughed. Be right back.
Good night, Bob.
He'll be gone for about 5 minutes, I can guarantee.
I didn't want to get him kicked off YouTube, so I figured I'd push the camera off.
6 inches where it's at.
6 is pretty average, isn't it?
Bob Casey. See you later, Bob.
Or you could go all the way up to a 14, you know?
Yeah, look at that.
Max only flies those BBC drones.
BBC drones.
Thanks for stopping by, Bob. Good luck with those.
They're cheap, man. They're cheaper than those carbon fiber ones.
Yeah.
But even that, like, you know, you go buy an iFlight drone fully set up, you spend like $600.
How many people just left and Googled BBC drones?
The hell's BBC?
BBC.
Yes.
There you go.
See you, brother Ken.
Peace.
It's all happening, man. Yeah, on that move.
You gonna be okay here with the boys, or
Yeah, I suppose.
you guys be nice?
Yeah, we'll take good care of it.
No touching.
Yeah. Bye, Max. Bye.
Yeah.
Good night, Max.
Matt's about to woo her with his Australian
Tammy.
accent.
Oh, great. He's gone.
Tammy. Right, now that he's gone.
He's gone now.
Everybody can
I'll
start
just-
playing Jeopardy now.
Stop.
Oh, shit. Hang on
How
a minute.
dare you?
Make one joke and it's gonna stay now.
Ooh.
That was
Yeah.
That's good. Take
Did
it.
you make that up, Paul? Had you heard that somewhere?
No, I just made it up. I thought of it when it was playing. And I'm like a timer, and I don't know. It just happened, and it stuck. So hey,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the moment.
You've had some funny shit in the chat.
I say random shit all the time, and it's usually not in anyone else's stream except for Matt's. I usually only say fucked up shit in Matt's stream.
Oh, you
and-
say
and
fucked up
Dustin's.
shit in mine all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I was going to show you. Here. Now, tell me if you would fly a Mavic 3 Classic, brand new drone, like this fella. I'll just skip that out of here. All right. Where are we? What am I doing? This one here.
Oh, you hit the buttons. Okay.
There you go, mate. Just share that.
The private chat or?
No.
Oh, okay. What do I get do?
All right. Now, tell me you would fly. This is in night mode too, Paul, if you're interested.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Now watch this.
Oh.
Would you fly your drone, brand new drone like this?
A Mavic 3? No, probably not.
Mavic 3
That
Classic.
is seriously butt clenching there, I tell you.
Look. Oh, you
Whoa.
just missed that bit. Oh shit.
You're getting the Vietnam flashbacks there. Oh, that's close.
Yeah.
Oh,
It gets
You can see him
even
being more
closer.
careful after that one just cruise right underneath the bottom of the drone.
Look,
yeah, you just.
going back a bit further. I mean,
Getting
that sort of
close,
footage.
But I think there's a couple of times there it's too close.
Actually, I'll just show you something, Paul. Whoops, where are we? Yeah. Now, remember I was talking about nighttime where you can blow out the lights if everything's opening up.
Yep.
Mhm.
Have a look at these.
Yeah.
All that
Yeah.
there. It's all blown out. So if you chuck an ND on, because you've got no control over what this camera is doing once it's in this mode.
Yeah.
You can actually pull those lights down. Anyway, there you go. Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no way. There's no way in hell I'd be flying like that. It actually gets closer here.
Oh, no.
That was
No. No, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That's some balls.
You know, when you pay that kind of money for a drone, you don't even want the stickers to leave a little glue residue when it comes off.
Oh yeah. Exactly. He's just flying straight to the middle of this shit.
I know.
Potluck. Crazy, isn't it? That's a bloke here in Australia.
Yeah, but some
Right.
people got money. They're not going to give a shit.
Mm.
I mean, they're great views and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
this one wasn't his drone. He borrowed his friend's and told him he was just going to film an apartment building.
yeah.
I got a small real estate job. Look at this one. He just flies straight through it. Look at it. Oh my God. Look at this. No.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Would that be considered illegal in Australia?
You have to get permits for them.
To fly at night, yes.
And
No,
flying.
I'm not talking about flying at night. I'm just talking about flying through fireworks like
Yeah,
that.
you have to get the proper authorization for fireworks.
But he's flying at night here anyway. So
And yeah, he's got to get, or basically two. He'd have
Yeah.
to get night and fireworks.
So you can get a permit to fly through fireworks.
Yes,
I wouldn't have a clue.
I have looked at it.
Yeah. Well, the night certification #1 with the REPL and all that sort of shit. That's you can obviously get that. That's not an issue. But because you're flying at night, #1, you've got that permission. But what you're also doing is flying over the boats which are sending the fireworks up. If that drone gets hit, there's a chance it may go down straight onto that boat.
What does Trevor mean by this? Must be working under a REOC.
Yeah, you need the REOC.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, REOC. That's the licensing, the qualifications to do
the
that.
second level of licensing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But great footage though. My goodness. Yeah, I commented on it. I think somewhere along the line. It's just something that I wouldn't do.
Nah.
I said you got to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
Well, this is right. It's true too. Yeah, if you get away with it.
Okay, so I sent Dustin a picture one day. He wants me to tell the story of this. So my wife was out and we had some cookie mix. So we took the cookie mix and we turned it into giant penises and baked them in the oven. So when she came home, she had a giant penis cookie with balls and Cool Whip at the tip.
Have you ever seen the people that do the penis cakes and then they'll actually put a tube through it and then they'll squirt the fucking they'll squirt the whipped cream out the end of it? I watched a video. They did it for like an 80-year-old grandma and she about lost her damn shit. She was on the floor laughing so hard.
Whose channel was that? I'll find it for you, mate.
Yeah.
Bloke here in Australia.
How you doing?
Oh, imagine taking an FPV drone and dive bombing down in the firework.
Oh, man.
As they're coming up.
Yeah.
Pretty much like the guy that put that into the volcano.
Here we
Max
go.
did some of that firework stuff this past year, just diving through them with the POS.
That's what
But
I'm
he
saying.
doesn't really give a shit about that drone.
What I'm saying is I'd get right above it and then go straight down in between them as they're coming up.
Yeah. I always say he flies it like he hates it. Right, honey?
Yeah. Well, that's the way you got to do. You got to fly it like you stole it.
There's the link in the chat there for that channel.
Oh, okay.
Go check it out. It's got some really nice stuff on that channel there.
DJI sucks.
Yeah, well, let's all go over and give them a
fly it like you hate it.
Yeah.
Break in, buy a new one.
Yeah. Let's give him a sub.
Or send it back, one of the two.
Yeah.
You know what? To be flying your Mavic Classic through there like that, you would have to have care refresh. Confident meter.
Like.
That's what the hell's he on about?
Because I said it squirts a little cream out the tip. And he fucking probably giggling like a damn 5-year-old in his damn
Went and
basement.
played Jeopardy real quick.
Yeah.
A jizz of mayonnaise.
Yes, and they got the daily double as well.
The daily double.
Oh dear.
Remember Jim was so stumped by that.
It was.
You need a new bacon sheet.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something though, Paul. Do you actually know what a penis looks like? Because if that's a self-portrait, oh dude.
Listen, I was laughing the whole time. I'm lucky I was able to make a straight line.
Need to bend it a little up.
Listen,
down into a banana. Wow.
Your little head on it.
It was just funny to me because she was going to come home. She had no clue what was going to happen. And I covered her cookie with a plate. So she came, I said, I made your cookie. It's on the counter. She took the plate off.
Oh man. Oh, dude, that would have been funny. You should have actually recorded that, and that should have been made into a short. That would have been funny.
I actually recorded the audio of her when she got home because I couldn't put a video camera anywhere, but I got the audio of her.
Yeah, right. Okay.
She ate the cookie though.
Yeah, but when'd she start?
The tip.
Yeah, right.
Let me learn how to Photoshop.
Straight in.
Mhm.
No warming up. There you go.
That's for my Jeopardy.
See, this is
Oh,
what happened
man.
when Uncle Bill doesn't go live. He gets completely derailed.
Yeah.
Mm.
She nibbles on it for hours.
It's not an all-day sucker.
Let's get it
Yeah.
done.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm.
Okay.
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 Okay. All right, I'm going to nick off because I've got heaps to do. So
Okay, then.
I'm going to. I'm
Thanks
waiting
for
for a
stopping by, Matt. Thanks for stopping by.
That's all right. No worries,
Good night,
mate.
Matt.
Good night, Matt.
Shall do.
Later, Matt.
Who's that?
Have a good night.
Later.
So, yeah. Okay.
Have a great nick off, Matt. Chris said.
Yeah. Nick off twice.
You people making fun of Australian terms.
Let's learn Australia. Before we
I
came
love
in
them.
here, you guys were talking analytics.
Yeah.
I said-
Yeah. We love analytics. That's
Yeah, analytics.
Everybody voted them down on my channel.
They're all liars.
you-
You're a liar.
They're all liars, not me. I told you I'd be there.
Yeah.
You
Have a
hate
good
it.
night, Night
You
Train.
listen.
You hate it more than
Okay.
everybody.
See you
Later, Mike.
There, Mike.
If you could tell me
Bye,
the
Mike.
right hashtags, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get out of here too. I got to get the kids off to school in the morning.
Okay, well, thanks for helping me start up, and we'll continue on from here.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Everybody have a good night.
Have a good
Yeah.
night,
Good night, Paul.
Later, Paul.
Paul.
Peace.
Too bad Matt's gone. He can't play that song. Jeopardy.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, I'll share this one.
Avada!
Hey! Let me get this shared up.
So, Justin, when did you start your new channel?
Do I?
When did you start your new channel?
About 4.5 months ago. Not too long ago.
It's growing fast, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the shorts and everything, I'm averaging about 5,000 views a day, and
Nice.
like I said, between 3 to 9 subs a day. So, but
There you
I've
go.
noticed, I figured out the time that if I do 4 shorts between 5 and 7 p.m., they seem to always take off. The weekends seem to be a crapshoot like that. It's just, I'll do the same times and it doesn't do anything. But it seems like Monday and Friday, I'm assuming the East Coast, that's when everybody's getting home and they're sitting down and going through their phones and playing on the shorts. I don't
Hmm.
know. I played with it for 2 or 3 weeks and I figured out the
Alright.
time. What's up, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Ball.
Howdy, Paul.
Dude, Curtis, I think they were flying a Hubson drone through those fireworks because
Okay, well, I'll share.
I did that. I did that with the POF.
camera looks like
The
this.
footage wasn't as good as that.
Okay.
Look at that. That's got to be a Hubson drone.
Hubs.
Look at that horizon tilt. That's ridiculous. It's like it's locked to one side. You see that?
Jesus. That is really close.
Did the guy tag as the potato?
Oh no, it says Avada. Taking Avada
it's the
through
Avada.
fireworks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why is it all locked to one side? It almost looks like the camera's like stuck or something.
Well, it's only got a one-axis gimbal,
Okay.
just like the potato.
I mean, because the way it was flying, it was like almost like the motors were going out on one side of the drone, and it was like struggling to stay straight almost. That's the way it kind of looked.
I guess like it flies different in sport normal mode to and when you fly from manual. So like when you're yaw left, it wants to roll to that side, and that's the way because it's always locked this way because there's no gimbal on this side. Gimbal's only this way. So when he's flying this way, it's always tilted. You know.
Okay.
And you get that janky wonk.
Yeah.
It's DJI garbage. Throw it away. Wait for something better. Some new software update.
$50.
Probably a long time.
Well, you know, we were talking about Parrot drones not too long ago about how they didn't even use gimbals, but they're freaking just as steady as their picture was, though.
Yeah, it was good.
They just
Good for the
disappeared.
time.
It was ahead of its time for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they just fell off and disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, they decided to do. They decided to do more high end professional drones. Their last drone design was not going to be a consumer drone.
Yeah, they went into the military shit too, didn't they?
That'd be
I'm not sure about that. I remember them designing this thing that looked like a praying mantis, and that was not supposed to be for consumers.
I think though, if they would have kept in the consumer market, they would have been probably a way better competitor than DJI at this point, or I mean, than Autel. Because Autel's just, I don't know, Autel's kind of weird, and they seem like they go through a lot of CEOs, which is not usually a good sign for a company. Because that one dude that who was it that was on, wasn't he on Ray Kelly's show? The guy that was the CEO for Autel. He was only there for like 2 or 3 months or something.
Yeah.
And then he bailed. That real young dude.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
You figured GPS drones suck.
Possibly,
Well, I'm assuming if that's
of
the case, there's probably a lot of internal crap going on at that
Autel
company.
sucks. Hubsan sucks. DJI sucks. Everybody sucks. Go buy a real drone.
Well, think about all those people that went and bought Autel because they were like, "Oh no, geofencing." Yeah, you know all that shit's coming in September.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just software update.
Well,
you
the
don't
thing
even,
is
and you don't even need to accept it. It's gonna happen. You know. Once you connect your phone, you're done.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to get to the point too where it's not even going to let you take off unless you do the update.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, Skydio.
Yay! It took me so friggin' long.
Yeah.
Yeah, had to do an update.
Ah.
Update the remote. Update the drone.
He should
and
have
all
had
the batteries.
ready.
I know.
Yeah, Max just picked up that Inspire 2 tonight. He just got home in time for Dom's stream.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Are you getting rid of the one or
no?
You're going to
He's
keep
a
it?
collector,
I'm looking
this
for
guy.
number 3 now.
Oh, bro, that's going to use so much money.
DJI.
I can't
You're
believe you
watching
got that.
down the stream right now.
I
Don't
can't
lie.
believe you got
If we
that
say,
too,
I
that
reckon
cheap.
if we say some really nice things, we might be able to get one free.
I have a feeling.
I've been looking for 2 since I bought the one. You know, as I told her, you have enough fishing poles and enough bait. You know, you just keep throwing offers
Keep
out
throwing
there.
it.
Somebody's gonna bite.
Someone's
That
got one
dude-
in
And
the
you
closet.
feel it, and it's like, nah, that's not the right one.
I almost
You feel
bet
that
you that
tugging,
dude
like,
was
got you,
desperate.
bitch.
I'm saying I'm almost bet you that dude was desperate for money if he sold it that cheap.
All right,
because those
so
are
I
expensive.
feel. So I didn't tell her like the
Stolen?
story. So here's the story. So I get there, and the guy's like,
That's what I was assuming already. The guy started at 2,000 and Max started at what, 500?
6.
600?
That's wide.
But
That is
yeah,
wide.
you get somebody desperate enough.
So he came back like, so it was, and this is what I normally don't do with things. I don't bid on something right away. Like if it's up for an hour, a day, 2 days, I wait usually about 5 to a week.
He
And then
lets
I'll,
it sit. And then
like it didn't sell, so it's
and
time.
and then people get mad because he said $500, and he said nobody's buying it. It's been sitting there all week, you know. Like he always comes back with something, you know.
Because if you had the
nobody
price
wants
sell,
that shit.
yeah. So it was
Well,
only there for an hour. I just threw out a bid, and he came back right away, like within 15 minutes. Like, so he had it listed for 2,000. I said 600. He went down to 1,200, and I said, no, that's still too high, man. It's an old drone. Then he came down to 975 without me even saying anything after that, you know, after the 600. And I said, I got 8 and no, 750. And he was like, no, I can't do it. And I'm like, dude, that's all I got. You know, I'll come pick it up tonight. He's like, oh, I got somebody else coming tomorrow morning. I'm like, all right, if you want to wait till tomorrow morning, that's cool, but I'm down to pick it up tonight. So I get down there, and of course, you know, on the way there, he's like, oh, I feel bad about the other guy. And I'm like, first come, first serve, cash money, man. So I get there, and I had to do an update and shit. And he was like, hey, I just found, I didn't realize, but I have another set of batteries. You want to buy them $50 each? And I'm like, sure.
$50 each.
So I got 6 batteries with it.
So let me ask you something. Did he seem like he knew a lot about it, or did it? Do you think it possibly could have been stolen?
So he flew it, and it seemed like he knew everything about it. You know, he did the update himself and everything. You know, and he said
that would have been a fishy sign if he was like, oh yeah.
I would have wondered if it was stolen, if he's getting rid of it so cheaply.
Yeah.
But
I wonder about that too.
If they're gonna get rid of it that cheaply, it's either stolen or they're on drugs.
You need an 8-ball.
He really needed something, and he needed it now. And
well, as long as nobody shows up to your house in the next week and is like,
well, I got proof that the sale's legit. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I have to give it back, but
you're gonna have that somebody beeping outside your house. Find my drone.
But on my way home, I don't know his real name because he used a different name on Facebook. But it linked back to a picture of him. But it has F8 or his registration number on it. But he said he used it one for commercial and then a couple times for doing things for his friends. I'm sure he was paid for it.
Yeah, he probably paid like $4 or $5 grand when he bought it.
Yeah, somewhere probably around there.
He took a real big hit on that.
Oh yeah. Yep. This guy's tearing shit up.
That's what he likes to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's face it, if he didn't use it every day for 2 years straight, he didn't get his money out of that.
But regardless, it's been sitting for a long time because there's a layer of dust on the remotes.
Yeah.
Layered dust.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He probably only used it a few times, so he probably didn't even get close to his money's worth for it.
He flew it. I didn't fly it myself, but you know, I just had him, do basic stick maneuvers because I didn't buy it yet. So just basic stick maneuvers, check the camera. What else? Just had it hover there for just 30 seconds, make sure it stayed in place.
This guy's in there, huh?
Freaking Max told him, "Yeah, I don't have I only have 750," but then the guy offers him all the batteries and pulls out another wad of cash. Yeah,
Exactly.
Hold on a second.
I just may have a little more.
Told the next guy, "Hey, I'm a little short, man. I'm down here." Yeah, that's for the Inspire 3. It's one of the DJI reps. Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, when I sold my Air 2, the guy showed up to my house and he goes, "Man," he goes, "I thought you lived in that neighborhood like 2 miles away," because it was like a really shitty neighborhood, like 2 or 3 miles from where I lived at. He's like, "Man, I had the wrong." He goes, "I was at the wrong neighborhood," and he pulls up to my house. He gets out. We start talking for a few minutes, and he goes, "Well, I guess I don't need this." And he pulled his gun out and set it on the hood of his car. Well, I pulled mine out. I had mine on me too. I was like, I guess we don't. I set it down on the ground.
Yeah.
But he actually turned out he worked for the FAA here in Florida doing inspections or some shit on planes. And he wanted to get into drones. He said he had been talking to a few people at the airport where he worked at that flew drones, and so he wanted the Air 2, so I sold it to him.
That's good.
So it's a real drone.
Yeah.
I still have the Spark.
You still the what?
Spark.
The Spark.
Oh, the Spark.
Yeah.
That's garbage.
Oh, dude, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, a
you
Wi-Fi drone? You love a Wi-Fi drone?
Dude, OcuSync is Wi-Fi. It's just a more advanced version of it.
Yeah, true, but way more advanced.
Got everything: 3 batteries, the drone, the controller, extra props, leg extensions.
$50 with the bag.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
I'll come pick it up in 2 months.
The drone alone goes for $250, $300 on eBay.
I'm telling you. Well, $50 cash, bro.
The controller's another $150. Hell no, the batteries are $120 a piece.
I'll talk. Bring it to South Florida Drone Meetup. I have $50.
Yeah.
I'll give you a battery for that.
That's what you think now.
I don't want to get rid of it. That's the only one I want to keep.
I know.
These are actually really fun to fly. They really turn on a dime quick too, man. Have you ever flown a Spark?
No.
Yeah, they're a fun little. I mean, they don't take the best video. They take decent video, but just flying them around, it almost feels like kind of flying and sort of like an FPV, just because it turns so quick.
Yeah.
But the batteries are super expensive for those things, man. People are selling batteries on eBay that have like 60 cycles on them, and they want like $70-$80 for them.
What?
David had a AZ drone dude. He sent me one. He had 2 of them brand new in the box, and he gave me one of the 2 he had. And it had been sitting for 5 years in storage mode. And so we weren't even sure if it was going to work. And I turned it on, ran it to 3 or 4 cycles, worked perfect. But yeah, he had 2 of brand new still sitting in the box. They've been sitting there for 5 years in storage mode.
Right.
Never charged them or anything.
Jeopardy time.
But those are actually very sought out drones. If you go on eBay,
oh yeah,
a drone by itself will go for $250, $300. If you want
bullshit.
Do what?
I call bullshit.
I can show you.
That's what they're asking for.
That's what they're asking for.
No, that's what they're going for.
They need their Coke.
Well,
they'll get rid of it for $50.
Yeah, but I don't troll the ghettos for freaking drones like Max does.
Cocaine.
He's over there at the fucking rehab center trying to find drones on the cheap.
I just killed somebody tonight.
If you got a spark, I got $50. Cocaine.
Okay. There's a bit of the video from Mars FPV with when I met up with him last week. So you can watch a bit. 10-minute clip.
You got nice legs, Dom.
Yeah.
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 I've decided not to play the sound, just in case.
What kind of cameras you got in there?
I
Or just
love it.
painted black?
I've got the
What
Mini
is
2
Mars
on
doing?
there. Having a bit of fun there.
Was that the first time you met up with him, or had
Yeah.
you met with him before?
No, it's the first time we'd met up. We'd spoken several times on the phone, and it's the first time we actually met up.
Cool.
It was the third attempt. First two attempts were rain, and away we go.
They met
With
on
me
grind.
flying, and then he goes over.
Does Mars have any GPS drones? Is that his?
Yeah, he's got the
Yeah, he's got a Phantom. Yeah, that's his Phantom.
Phantom. You can see
okay.
him 30 degrees Celsius. So you do your own conversions.
Yeah. Well,
About 86. This is him now. He switches over. That's the Balti Bridge. And if you look carefully in the background, to the top right-hand corner, there's another bridge called the Westgate Bridge, and that's the second part of the bridges of Melbourne. We've got two really lovely bridges. This
Trolls. That's all I see.
yeah,
Goddamn trolls.
What?
yeah.
Yeah, going over a bridge, you get a charge. Who charges you to go over their bridge?
Yeah, that's a
troll.
toll bridge, yes.
you mean tolls?
No,
Toll bridge,
trolls.
not trolls.
Trolls live under the bridge.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they charge
trolls live
you.
under that bridge.
They hop down. They're like, "Give me your money." Like, damn troll.
That's pretty much the main port of Melbourne.
Jesus Christ.
Trolls suck.
Yeah. Michael Fly Zone.
Watch out for the
my
light
God.
poles.
Yeah,
Whoa, what was that?
Yeah.
See, DJI.
that's the rest of the
Lost
bridge.
7 frames right there.
And then it behind that,
Oh, it's that ending.
behind that you'll see the Channel 9 studios, where one of our major TV stations is. So
Yeah.
that's part. The bridge goes all the way back.
How much do the trolls charge you to
Jesus.
cross that bridge?
I haven't used it in ages, so it's probably a couple of bucks. You've got this little NFC style e-tag that you put on it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or you pay more and have it billed to your mail.
Yeah, like here, my work truck does bill pay by plate.
Yeah.
It's, and mine actually covers all the tolls in the entire country. I have
Every
this big
time I
ass
take my
sticker on
picture,
window.
I'm like, "Hey, troll."
It's one of the. It's probably one of the only two
hate
toll
you.
roads.
Well, I mean, if you want to take the time, you could run the tolls and cover your plate. You just hopefully no cops get behind you before
Mhm.
you get off the toll road.
Need to have a James Bond thing. Just
If
cover
you
it up. real quick.
look
Oh yeah,
on the actual bridge itself, you'll see little things that have a sort
You
of
need to go
radar on
jive
it.
with skyscrapers.
Yeah,
Yeah. Send it.
that's I think north.
dude, fucking Mars is gonna give me a goddamn seizure with all the transitions. Jesus,
I said that to him as well.
it's fucking every 10 seconds, like blah, 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 blah.
Where we started, that's called Waterfront City, and as you go further back, that's South Bank. That's a marina there, Waterfront City Marina, and as you're looking to that looks towards the city. There's also another place there called Marvel Stadium, which is one of our main sporting arenas. That's the docks of Footscray. And as you
That's
look
where
further
UNICEF
back,
set up.
yeah. Footscray, Port Melbourne, and that goes through. That bridge goes through to the Westgate Bridge, which is a more famous bridge, and that goes to the western suburbs of Melbourne.
Look, Max.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And you know
Like,
that's been through the washing machine or the dishwasher. I meant to say the dishwasher. That's been through the dishwasher a bunch of times and it hasn't fucked that sticker up at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
that's
buddy
good.
says he buys the best vinyl.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what
Hollywood side's up
that's
to the
what you
left.
have to do.
Yeah.
That's just under the bridge.
Yeah,
There
I
he is,
just put
gear changer.
another order in for stickers.
Howdy. I think it's Steve, isn't it? Gear changer. I'm
That's
pretty
like
sure
our
it's
work
Steve.
trucks, bro. They send us new vinyl like every 6 months to put on our work trucks.
Yeah,
But I
well,
put vinyl
sun
all over my
kills it,
car.
man.
Well, the
Sun
thing
kills
is I
everything.
bought high grade vinyl decals and I put them on my car 5 years ago, and they still look brand new
Oh yeah.
after
Wow.
5 years. And you actually get a different rating if they're on the hood versus on the side of the car.
There we go for a
You
second
get a
battery.
shorter
Yeah,
rating on them.
heat.
But yeah, they still look really good after 5 years. But I bought really high end vinyl.
Yeah.
didn't get
I
the
always
cheap
try to
stuff.
park my car in the
And
shade.
away we go with our
That's
second
illegal.
battery.
God, Mars.
Why is
Jesus.
that building leaning so much? Is it?
Yeah, I
designed?
don't know. It's the way it's built. It's built like that.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah, and the
Good.
other one.
Okay, Steve,
Yeah.
gear
I
changer.
wouldn't
Always good to see you. Love your work there,
How's
Steve.
that shit though? You guys need FPV acro in your life.
Yeah,
This is a nice spot for the POS.
yep. That little bit there,
Chase
Goes
some
into another-
cars.
which goes into
Jump
another,
over to the
which goes out to the
skyscraper.
bay.
Hit a power line.
Yeah,
I'd take that drone and go land it on one of those towers over the bridge.
good
I
luck.
perch that shit.
What do you, Max? What do you call it when you slap the stickers up on the shit with the drones?
The slaps.
Sticker slap, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
Steele came up with it. I think he was like the first one to do it. Mr.
Have you ever done it?
Nah, never. Nah.
That is
I
basically
fly plastic,
Port
so
Melbourne. You look. Yeah.
BBC life.
You
Hard
just
to
use that
see, but if you look
F-22
in
and
that
just
corner,
fucking
there's a-
carpet bomb a damn
an old
tower.
ship. Yeah, that's Melbourne for you. One of the beautiful parts of Melbourne. As we say goodbye to Melbourne.
I'll tell you, I've seen some footage of Queensland. That's actually a pretty nice city.
Yeah, I'd agree with. I've never been there, but
It
Well,
looks
what I've been
really nice
told-
at nighttime.
especially
Like the green
yeah,
stripe.
and Matt
The green
does do
grass.
justice to
Yeah.
Queensland as well. So
Yeah, who was it that did the night footage that
So-
Matt was
Backwards.
what's his name?
So in post, do you guys like flip the screen 180 degrees to have Americans watch this?
we should, yeah, we should. Just do it that way.
So you're always editing in Australia, I guess, right?
Well,
Yeah,
they're
That's
That's
northern.
what all those transitions
Yeah.
were, Max.
For their American friends.
Yeah.
That's what all them transitions were. They were just quick clips. We didn't notice it.
sounds that's a nice place. Okay, that's Melbourne for you.
Very cool.
So, any other questions? What else do you want to learn?
Analytics.
No. Nobody wants to learn analytics at
We do.
10 to 12
We need to grow.
at night.
Everybody needs to grow.
Yeah, but everybody has attitude now. I'm just here for hanging out.
I'm here to.
Yeah, let's hang
analyze
out and
it.
talk shit for another
Not
couple
me.
of hours.
I want to grow. Like I said, I don't even care to ever make money off of it. I would just like to have the prestige of having a decent sized channel.
You need
I
to
care
find your
less about
password for
money.
your other channel.
Did you have a
Yeah,
lot
but
on
that's all drone content, though. I
Yeah.
wanted to leave
Yeah,
the
like
drone
3,000
content.
subs.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
you
but
can merge the two. The new
yeah,
and
but
the
the whole
old.
thing was I kind of wanted to move away from the drone stuff because gaming's a way bigger community.
I was
I
gonna
mean, you're talking
say
hundreds of
gaming.
millions.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not even a droner no more?
I sold all my drones except for the Spark.
Why
I
are you
went
even
shot.
here on this stream? I don't
I'm
even
not.
like you anymore.
You're not even part of this community.
I know you're
now?
not even part of this community.
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, see, I started.
Drone gaming,
Droner
art,
gaming.
or droner gaming, art.
Okay.
I just blocked you.
What games do you play, Justin?
I'm actually in a what do you call an RP server, and so it's Grand Theft Auto Online, but in the game everybody has jobs. So like, there's real firefighters. You have cops, and I'm a senior civilian, so like I can pretty much do anything without getting in trouble because you have different levels that you have to go up in. But yeah, everybody has jobs. So there's like guys that play as store clerks. There's guys that play as firefighters, and they actually have like mod menus for each one to try to make it as realistic as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But I am pretty much labeled as a cocaine running hardened criminal, and I've been also labeled as very violent by the police.
Cocaine.
He's the kind of guy that would sell an Inspire 2 for, $500.
An 8-ball.
He's desperate.
I'll be back in a second.
It was funny
You
too.
can buy
'cause the
that
cop-
8-ball for $300 and then flip it.
Yeah.
Maybe even have a couple sniffs off it.
Oh yeah, I got busted last time when I had 10 pounds of cocaine in my trunk.
In the game, you mean?
Yeah, in the game, yeah.
Yeah, in the game. The game of life. He got bailed out. The wife had to put up the house.
I play other games too, but that's the main one because you have to like fill out an application, get accepted, because they take it real serious. Like and you play through 5M, the 5M servers.
You get paid for this?
No.
Sounds like a real job.
Well, I mean, if you're an admin, yeah,
get approved. You go do 2 interviews.
Hey, you actually do have to do interviews.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's
you got to understand like what metagaming is, what stream sniping is.
So you go interviews with like the master gamer of like GT5.
Whoever's running like that group.
Well, each server has its own set of admins and different thing. Now the admins, those guys don't get paid, but it's like a job.
Yeah.
So I'm not becoming an admin. Fuck that.
So you got interviewed by like what, a 16-year-old?
I was gonna say
no. Our server is, if you want to be like, we allow 16 or older, but if you want to be an actual civilian or applicant, you have to be 18 or older. And a lot of them do that because they don't like little kids in those servers. What they call squeakers. They call them squeakers.
They're the ones that rat you out.
Yeah.
Mom, so he said, or no, the kid went to the mom and said that word that they heard from these adults.
That they heard in the game.
And then mom ratted you out.
But there's some servers that like require you be 25. It just depends. Some of them make you be a certain age. Otherwise, they don't want you in there.
Gaming got crazy.
Gaming did get crazy.
Dude, I have to use 3 different programs just to get into the server. So I have to use TeamSpeak, and then I have to have Discord pulled up. And then I also have to use the NVIDIA program. and then I pull up the FiveM server and go into it that way. But I have to have open each program in a specific order, so it connects all my stuff together every time, and then I open
And then
the
you
game
gotta
up.
do like the right kind of knock, and then the window slides open, and he says, "What's the password?" He says, "Clam chowder."
What color?
Yeah, New England clam chowder.
It's work
Is that
though.
the
I
white
like that.
Or the
or
red?
the red?
Damn it! Forget
Never
that
knew
every
it.
time.
No, seriously though, there's like some guys out there.
Mike.
If you watch, like, there's a
So always
couple
remember,
channels.
Manhattan, blood.
Oh wow.
No, if you
Yeah.
guys want to have a laugh
Blood.
though,
Red.
go
Wait,
on
what'd
my.
you say?
If you guys want to have a laugh, go on my channel and go to some of the recommended channels that I have on there of the guys that do. I mean, they're funny ass videos.
Oh
Like they're
yeah.
funny as hell.
What is
Yeah,
it
they
like
do.
gaming with commentary?
Well, that's what it is. Like they're literally setting up scenes. So like these guys will get in fights with the cops,
Yeah, I've
different
seen
things
that.
like that, and then guys play as cops. It's actually really funny. That's how I got into it. And then but getting into it, it's a lot to learn because there's a lot of programs you have to learn how to use.
Do you have one of those great big ass computers for gaming?
Yeah, I just showed it to you a second ago here. And then
Is it a big one? Well, that is pretty big.
and then I got a laptop right here, and then 2 screens, and then I have 2 27-inch. I think they are.
27's nice.
Mm.
And then I'm getting a graphics card and a bigger power supply here pretty soon.
It's all about the power.
Mm.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep. More power. You can never have enough power.
I'm gonna get a 3060 Ti.
Yeah.
Get rid of that because I have a 1650 Super in there right now. I mean, it does it fine with that, but I just want to up the power on it.
I'm all about doing it.
Up in the power?
Yeah. Does it
I
good.
might get a 750 watt Corsair power supply.
This guy keeps going off to Jeopardy. What'd you say?
Well, Dom is
Who?
muted.
Dom, I can't hear you.
He's muted
You're muted, Dom.
because he's not talking to us.
But I see his lips moving.
Yeah, sorry about that. Someone rang me.
What are you saying? It's bedtime?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bedtime for us.
Yeah. Up early tomorrow. Okay.
Well, good luck with that.
I'm gonna give it a whole 14, all right?
Yep.
Good night, all.
Thanks for
Good
stopping
night.
by.
Good night, guys.
All right, we'll see you
Good
later.
night.
Take care.
Peace.
Oh, just us now.
I'm usually not on Sunday night, so this is kind of new for me because I'm usually in bed, but I'm on vacation for the next week. I don't have to worry about it.
So you're going to give those shorts a fearful pounding.
Yeah, I'm actually going to do like you did with the scheduling.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to get about an hour's worth of footage together, and then I'll start cutting it up into 15-second pieces, and I'll do 4 a day for Monday through Friday, and then go ahead and start. The longest part's going to be just uploading them to schedule them and shit. That's going to take me a minute.
Yeah. That's good.
That'll make it a lot easier. Then I'll have to come home every day worried about.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I just didn't realize when I was in there playing with it that you could schedule them. I guess I just didn't notice it.
Yeah. I found that out and thought, oh, let's have a go.
Oh, have you tested your chat out to see if you got that super moderator status yet? What you have to do is take... Here, let me put my name in the chat since I know how it works.
Yeah.
So go in there and take. Well, I don't have a wrench, so click on me and see if it gives you the option for a super moderator.
No, only just add moderator.
Okay, so they haven't added it over there either. For some reason, they got it in England, but we haven't gotten it. Neither of you guys.
They're probably
But
just
now
testing.
you have. Now you can add moderators to moderate the moderators. And there's no limit on them apparently. So
They can moderate the moderators.
yeah, they can time out the moderators with the blue wrench. But the
Yeah.
thing is it doesn't give you no special wrench or color or anything, so you don't even know who has it. But the way to give it to somebody when you do
Subterfuge.
get it is you have to take their moderator status away and then re-give it back to them.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
yeah, that's the only, and it's supposed to give you the option to. It gives you the option to time out the moderators plus any gray people in the chat. And then it also is supposed to give you the option to be able to add keywords that you can add to your channel for you. So if that comes in the chat, it's kind of like Nightbot does.
No.
So they can add keywords for you that people aren't allowed to say, and then if they come up in the chat, it will automatically delete it.
Hey, Greg, Molly FPV.
Hey, Michael.
Thanks for
Hey,
stopping
Greg.
by.
Yeah, see, it doesn't give me the option either.
And then you'll but how many moderators do you need to moderate? And then you're going to moderate the moderators, who then moderate the moderators, and how far back are you going to go?
Honestly,
it's race to the bottom.
Well, to be fair though, honestly,
the way just call you out the high priest.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like this is the thing is the way most of our channels are now. It's cool that everybody has a wrench, but if you were really to get to the point where like 2,000 people were coming into your chat or even 500, you would really want to start limiting who you're giving a wrench to. So you'd want to give like 10 or 15 people a blue wrench, and then give like 4 or 5 people the super moderator, and then just leave it at that. Because really, are you going to have 2,000 people in your chat with all fucking wrenches? I mean, at some point you got to be like, all right, everybody can't have a wrench, you know.
But at the same time, the one thing that does, and I think it frustrates you, is that when you get the wrenches, when you can actually check other people's channels.
And that's a stupid ass feature. That should be
anybody should be able to do that.
Yeah, it's stupid that you don't have to have a wrench to do that. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. You should be able to go to anybody's chat and be gray or blue and just be able to click on the 3 dots and go to their channel.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you have to have a wrench to do that.
It does. Yeah. It is the concept that
there are people who would abuse that. You know, like some of those people that showed up on Arch stream last night were definitely kind of wacky.
What happened last night?
The burner accounts.
Yeah.
People were logging in with burner accounts because Art was giving away a Mavic Air 2.
Well, that's when Art needs to make a rule that you have to be a regular member to enter the contest. Plain and simple.
That's when you.
But like I said, if you get to a point where, dude, you got like 2,000-3,000 people or even 500 people in your chat, you can't be giving everybody a wrench.
Yeah.
You have to. That's when you got to really limit back and say, okay, who's the 10 people that've been with me the longest? You know, and you give them a wrench. You know, out of being respectful of them being with you the longest on your channel and being there from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, right now it's cool when you got 20, 30, 40 people in your chat. Yeah, everybody can have a wrench. But if you get to the point where you're growing really big, you can't trust every single person that comes in.
Yeah.
Well, right, and people abuse the spanner wrenches too, so.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can't just give it to every single person that comes in when you start getting bigger. I don't know. I actually said this like 2 or 3 months ago. We were talking on a live stream, and I was like, you know, they really need like. I said it would be interesting if YouTube had like a middle, almost like a manager for the moderators. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden the other day, Laura's like, yeah, I got this new feature on my thing. I was like, what? I was like, I was just talking about that like 2 or 3 months ago. That it'd be interesting if they did something like that. But honestly, I'm surprised YouTube doesn't put a limit on how many wrenches you can give out. You would think it'd be like 10 or 15.
That's another good concept, what I've just highlighted. Even better if you could click on them and instantly sub without leaving the stream.
Yeah.
Or you could give.
Well, that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of trying to keep control over, subs on people's channels. It would be too easy to sub, and people would sub without even watching any of the content.
Yeah, that's a valid point as well. But equally, both have equally valid points.
Yeah, and if you got a channel name like Lambo, you definitely ain't gonna sit and type that shit in.
Yeah, exactly. The other thought is there has to be some sort of with that super moderator. Why didn't they have a mod that can mod other mods that's not the channel owner? Because that'd be great if you could have someone that does something similar to the owner, but was able to just give out or just give wrenches. That is.
Oh, I'm sure they'll add features to it as it goes along.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Halfway between, a little bit above just your standard wrench or your standard moderator, and just below the channel owner.
And for all we know,
I can say, okay, I'll give such and such. I'll give 5 people there, and if they feel that it's a wrench-worthy person, then they can hand them out.
And for all I know, too, and we don't even know this because Laura's the only one in the UK that we've tested this on their channel and it's worked. Is Laura could actually just be in a batch of just random accounts that got it given to them as a beta thing, right? Because when YouTube unlocked that picture-in-picture, that you didn't have to have the paid version anymore to use picture-in-picture on your phone, they put that as a feature in the thing. It worked on my phone, but Sarah's, it wouldn't allow. It didn't have the option in her YouTube to do it, but I did. So it was like they just picked a batch of accounts and were like, "Here, you guys get it and test it out for a while. We'll see how it does, and then we'll give it to everybody." And then like 2 weeks later, Sarah had it and finally got it in her menu to be able to do it. So that may be it too. Maybe Laura's just one of the random accounts that just happened to get it from YouTube.
Yeah.
So
is being wrench worthy the same thing as being sponge worthy?
Yeah. We've all seen that episode, obviously.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, and then when you get to a certain size, though, that's when you got to start limiting who you're giving them to. And people don't need to take offense to it neither if they don't get one, because they got to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely, yes. You've got to earn it.
And then there's some people, dude. I see chats that have 2,000 people in them, and they don't have a single moderator because they use Nightbot to do it. They don't even give anybody wrenches.
Disaster.
Do what?
That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
You've got that many people in the chat, and you've got Nightbot and one other moderator. I'd say good luck.
Well, Nightbot's pretty good, but you have to know how to program him correctly too, though, because there is a lot of settings. If you've ever messed with Nightbot,
I've already got
shit ton of settings.
I've already messed with Nightbot. I don't know if I've got it turned on at the moment, but yeah.
And that's the thing. And it's weird too, because when you use Nightbot, you almost gotta write it out a certain way in like a code, almost like you're doing fucking computer code to get it to do certain things. It's really weird.
Yeah, but add all those commands.
Laura's actually really good with Nightbot. She's actually dove into it pretty good. Like she knows a lot of the settings and stuff. But like I said,
Okay.
there's a lot of settings in it, and if you set it up correctly, I mean, it can do a good job because it's just on top of it. It doesn't, it doesn't miss comments that it's not supposed to. It will get them every single time.
Mm.
Like if it wasn't for Paul's, like that's the reason I set it up with Paul on his live stream, because he was
Yeah.
just getting hit with those sex fucking accounts that kept coming into his chat.
Those
And
pests.
Nightbot was just quicker on the draw when it came to blocking them.
Mm. Yeah. Very interesting. But at the same time, it can get a little bit trigger happy.
Yeah.
Oh, it can. Like Laura had to reset hers because she had it set to, I think, 3 emojis. So if you put more than 3, like 3 or more emojis, it would like block you. But it has a thing where you can choose more than that, and I think she upped it to like 6 or 7 or something.
Mm.
Like you could do up to that many before it would say stop spamming emojis in the chat.
Mm.
So like I said, there's settings in there, but you'd have to really get into it and really dial it in to get it correct.
You go do a deep dive on it.
And then you can also set it up to where it protects your moderators too. Like the way I have it set up on mine, if you got a blue wrench, it won't even look at your comments. It just overlooks you. It won't do anything.
Mm.
But I haven't even dug deep into it neither. Like I set it up and I haven't really messed with it. You hardly ever see Nightbot pop into my chat anymore. On my old channel, I dove into it and did a little bit more, but on this new channel, I haven't really messed with them.
Yeah, I must. As I said, I did sign in and create an account and try and get it working, and that's I'd say the extent of what I've done with it.
Yeah, you got to watch some videos on it if you like. I had to watch a few videos on it. Plus, Laura helped me on a couple things when I had it on my old account.
Yeah, because the only way you can play with it is to go online, or can you do it offline as well?
No, you have to go to Nightbot. I think it's like Nightbot.
Oh, I know that. I've already got. Yeah, I've already got that. What I'm saying is to really play with it, you got to play with it during a live stream. Is what I'm saying. Test it.
I think you can go in and set settings while you're live, but I don't know if it's one of those things where it has to doesn't kick in until you go live again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it does. Like when you set up settings in it, I think it doesn't kick in the settings until you actually get off of a live stream and then start another one. Because that's what fucking Zoom does too. A lot of the settings in Zoom, you could go and redo them as you're live, but the problem is sometimes they don't kick in until the next time you go live.
Because I did sign up for it, and I think I'd used it on one live stream, and it got a little bit erratic, so I might have turned it off.
Yeah, because once you turn it on, it stays on all the time. It will automatically connect as soon as you go live.
Okay.
But if you haven't had it, but you may have had it set to where it protects your moderators too, so you might have just not seen it because nobody new has popped in your chat and done anything stupid.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't go live very often either, so.
Yeah, that's probably another reason. Yeah.
Like mine's blocked a couple people that came into my chat that I knew, and I had to give them real quick to get them to leave them alone. But like I said, I haven't really dove into them since I put them on my new channel.
Yeah. That's all right. Still 18 people watching. Oh, what am I doing right? I think I had it up to 33 at one stage. That's pretty much a high watermark. So it's certainly a high watermark to get up to that number. considering the fact I think the first time took me ages to get one viewer.
That's what I was talking about the other night too. Is like when Bill went live the first time, it was funny
Yeah.
because it was like a week or two after the drone meetup, and I was like, "Oh man, you should do some live shows." He's like, he goes, I'll probably get into YouTube, whatever. He was kind of just dabbling around about it. Well, he went live and he was sitting there in front of the camera and didn't have a
Yeah,
shirt
I'm
on.
actually going back and watch that.
Yeah, and when I think I popped in the chat and like one other person, he was like, "Oh shit, I didn't think anybody was gonna come in," and he goes and runs off and he goes and puts his shirt on and comes back.
Yeah, I know. But we all start from humble beginnings.
Bill's really good at he's one of those people though that's really good at being by himself on a live stream. Like he can keep himself going the whole time, just talking about whatever. Not everybody can do that.
No,
He doesn't seem to think that though.
Oh, he does
He's
though. I mean, if you go back and watch some of his first live streams.
No, I agree with you. He can do it, but when he talks about it, he's like, I got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does take a special person to be able to do that because not everybody can do that. Even sometimes when I'm by myself, I'll get stuck and I'll be like, "What the fuck am I going to talk about?" I'm waiting for somebody to come on a panel with me. That happens to me too. It kind of happened last night. If Laura wouldn't have jumped on with me, I was going to be sitting there quiet for a minute.
Yeah, I got stuck on the other channel, but I said, I'm needed elsewhere.
And it's hit or miss. Some nights, everybody will come on the live as soon as you go live. Everybody will jump on the panel, and you'll have a good panel the whole night. And then some nights might be really slow, and then all of a sudden you'll get 10 people come in, halfway through your show.
Yeah, I was surprised when I turned on because I was delayed by something, and I was surprised there were 12 people waiting. I thought that's a good start.
Yeah, you had a pretty good chat going in your. There was quite a few people saying hi in the chat before you went live.
Yeah. As I said, I had to run around. I was running around like a blue-ass fly trying to get everything in order. So I thought, because I was on with Paul earlier, and I said to him, I've got to rush. And I had to go to a supermarket. I had to go to a post office. I had to go to I had to go to a phone shop to pay a phone bill. I think I had to do 4 things in the space of an hour. And I'm thinking, oh, shit, how am I going to fit all this in? But I got here with what? I reckon 90 seconds to spare. So it was
you had about 5 minutes because you let me and Wedge in and we were talking for a good 3-4 minutes before you came in.
Yeah, but I was basically walking in the front door when I'm sending those invites.
Yeah, he was all excited to get off the live to go watch his show, and it turned out Amazon was having an outage.
That's unfortunate. When you're looking forward to something and it doesn't eventuate.
Doesn't materialize.
You just feel shattered. Yeah, that can be pretty harsh. Because I believe he's in the outback of Western Australia.
Better get on that Starlink like Tim.
Yeah, get into the Starlink. But in Western Australia, I'm not sure how many satellites get down there.
All of Australia's open now for Starlink. You guys are
even the remote parts.
Is Tim doing that well with Starlink? I thought I was watching him on might have been Matt's stream once, and it just seemed like he was having almost as many problems with Starlink as he was with his other provider. He could only get audio through. And
well, what he's having, he only has the problem when he live streams. Like when me and him are gaming, he doesn't have any interruptions. So it's kind of weird, right? But when he's live streaming, he cuts out about every minute or two for about
Yeah.
10 seconds. But what's cool is like Starlink does a 3D rendering of the area around the dish.
Mhm.
And when Tim shows you the diagram, it actually shows the tree limbs that are blocking the
Yeah.
signal.
Wow.
And so that's what his landlord's been doing. Plus, he has to call out a special company to come out and trim one of the trees because it's up against power lines.
I'd agree
So-
with that.
But yeah, it actually shows the 3D render around the dish as a dome, and you can actually see all the tree limbs, and they're highlighted in red.
But I do believe if you're around the coast, you do get a little bit more coverage in Australia. When you start going inland, and I think that's where the trouble starts.
Well, it'll get better though. Every time they send up a rocket, there's like 40 or 50 of those damn satellites on there because they're not very big. And as time goes by, every batch of satellites are probably going to be newer, updated versions,
Okay.
that are faster.
My apologies. I thought you were in Western Australia.
Because
I'm
I
trying
think
to
I want to say his ultimate goal was like 12,000 satellites, but I think some of those are just for redundancy purposes, because like I want to say like 2-3 months ago they actually had a small meteor shower up there, and it took out like 40 or 50 of the satellites. And so what I think he's doing is he's putting enough up there that way if a little piece gets knocked out, the other ones can kind of move in and fill the gap in.
Yeah.
Redundancy.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I don't think he really needs that many satellites. I think it's just they want to have enough up there where they don't have coverage problems if there's an issue like that. But like I said, they're small enough to where I think they're launching anywhere between like 30 or 50 of them at a time on one rocket. And we've all seen freaking they've launched more rockets, I think, in the past 3 or 4 years than NASA has in its entire conception.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how many rockets they're freaking
That
shooting
wouldn't
up.
surprise me.
Well, and this is the thing too, and if you don't agree with me, please tell me, but private money always fuels innovation a lot faster and a lot more efficiently than government money does.
It seems that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a case for that, I think.
Well,
It's
the thing is
definitely
you're
more.
held by stockholders, people that are investing money in you. So you really have to put your nose to the grindstone and figure this shit out, what you're investing your money into, and actually get it done and do it properly. Plus, these guys all these scientists that are going to work for his company are probably getting paid twice as much as a guy doing the same job at NASA. So he's probably stealing a lot of talent.
And 34 Media, with your name Ashley, seem to remember. Was it Ashley? Seem to remember something like that. That's all right. We'll get back to that later. But yeah, I think
Well,
the
Max is
concept.
on the way.
Him and Tammy are having a long time.
Well done then. But yeah, the concept of it, yeah, I like it. Just that it seems to be a lot of piss farting around to actually get that satellite in the right spot. I'm only going by what I've watched, so I might be wrong, but it just seems to be hell of a piss farting around from what I see.
Tim definitely that internet is definitely way better than what he had because he's averaging like, what was it, like 200 up, I think, and like 30 or 40 down, where before he was getting like 30 up and he was getting like 1.2 down or some shit, some crazy stupid shit. Like it was really bad. But like I said, besides those just little drop-offs that he does when he's live streaming, he doesn't have any other issues with it.
It's just a bit of a stutter.
But for some reason, when we game and he has Discord pulled up for our voice chat and he's playing online PC games, he has no problems with dropouts. It works perfectly fine the whole time. I don't know if that's just something with the games. Maybe it gives you a buffer zone before it times you out, and that's what it's doing. And so he's just not noticing the dropouts.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why he's noticing them. I don't know. But yeah, he doesn't see. And he said when he's like streaming movies and stuff, he doesn't have any problems with that. He said he can watch a full movie without it having any issues. I don't know. Like I say, it should get better with the firmware updates and different things like that over time. So, and what's great about Tim is he already has a second gen system. Where a lot of other guys that have been on Starlink for 2-3 years, they're still using the first generation of dish and everything.
Yeah, I've seen those caravan ones. I don't know how much they cost though. I've only seen just the occasional video about it. It does look interesting. Being able to hey, Crypto Man 5000. Sorry, I don't have a vibrato or the echo, but yeah.
Crypto, man, 5,000.
Crypto Man 5,000. Is that good enough?
But we actually off the grid's talking about through the Ethernet cable, he had no issues. We actually found that the Sean and I think maybe David were running a test on the little adapter that Tim bought for $70 that you can buy for the Starlink to be able to plug your Ethernet in. And I think that it was only running 100 megabytes a second, which is kind of slow. Like I think it should have been at least minimum 500. But they're trying to figure out why it's doing that and why it's only running at those speeds. But yeah, Tim actually gets faster speeds by using the wireless than he does through the Ethernet on it.
Interesting. I was thinking about something, and my train of thought has just been derailed. Where was I going? Something about Starlink or no? Whatever. Yeah.
And 34 Media said same price, $450 and 2 months free.
Still,
that he got.
That must have been extended because originally that was the 31st of December.
But no. You know what was funny was they offered that right after Tim bought it and David paid for the first 2 months for him.
Yeah.
Then they offered that deal right after. Tim was so pissed. I remember that. He was so fucking mad. It was like a week later they offered the deal of, you get the equipment for $450 and the first 2 months free. Well, Tim everybody pitched in and got him the money to buy the system. But then David paid for 2 months of service for him. His first 2 months to get him through till he got back to work.
Yeah.
And then a week later they were offering the free 2 months with it. I'd have been pissed. I'd have been calling up Starlink. I want my 2 free months like that.
Yeah.
That's why I like being on the fiber, man. That 1 gig speed. I don't have throttle times. I average between 960 up and down all the time, no matter what time of day it is. I rarely drop below 960.
Yeah, I've seen that offer. I've seen that offer being advertised on free to air as well.
Yeah, if you can do fiber, that's the way to go, though.
Yeah.
If you're in an area that has fiber internet, there ain't no faster internet than that, I'll tell you what. And they're actually offering over in David's neighborhood in Arizona. Now they're offering 2.5 gig speed and 4 gig speed.
Wow.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Now that's what I call heavy duty shit, I tell you.
Yeah, you can imagine how much I pay $150 a month for 1 gig speed. Imagine what that would cost you.
Yeah, but imagine how fast it'd be.
Oh, dude, you'd take an hour-long video to upload to YouTube would take like 10 seconds.
Mm.
I mean,
That'd
I
be-
can upload a 20-minute video in about maybe 11 seconds.
Mhm.
It actually takes YouTube longer to render it than it does for me to upload it.
Mhm. Mm.
Like shorts, I don't even see the upload. I'll hit the upload button and it's just done. It's like that fast. Like I don't even see it.
Mhm. Oh, that's all right. Mm. Yeah.
What internet do you run, Charles?
It's Spectrum.
Spectrum? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have. Are you in Florida?
Me? No, New York. New York.
Okay. Yeah, we got Spectrum down here too. They bought Bright House out down here.
Jigumi.
I'm on the FiOS through Frontier.
Yeah, they bought out Time Warner up here. We actually had Time Warner cable here, and then, well, that's actually Charter came through, bought up Time Warner, and they Spectrum.
Mm.
Oh,
It was
dude, the cable
crazy.
company. Do I?
Well, I was just gonna say it was really crazy because back when it was Time Warner, I live on this little road that's about a mile long, and it makes like a triangle. There's a main highway.
Mhm.
There's a main highway, and then a little road that intersects the main highway, and then the little road that I live on connects those two in a little sort of a triangular area.
Mm.
So they ran the cable down the main highway where there were 0 customers. So then everybody on our road got together and said, "Well, look, we want to have cable too." And then they decided that they wanted to charge, and they wanted to charge us per household $160 just for the installation fee. When they were giving it away for free everywhere else, and they were just stupid and didn't run the cable down our road. They ran it down a mile or so of road that had absolutely no customers on it. So we waited about 10 years, literally, after the cable first came through our little town before we bid on it and got it, because then they did start bringing the cable down our road and we could get the free installation.
Well, see, I was like, Tim was complaining. He was like, man, they ran fiber right through where I live. I said, yeah, but Tim, you got to realize is they're not running it through there for you guys. They're going from one city to the other city, and they just happen to run through where you were at. But the thing is there's not enough people where Tim lives to where it's worth their money branching off of that cable. You know what I'm saying? Because like here, I mean, here in the U.S., usually cable companies won't even attempt to run cable unless it's like a minimum of like 5,000 people or some crap. It has to be like a certain minimum. Unless unless you have a small town that has a city council, you might be able to force them to come in, or something like that. But I don't know. But yeah, usually that's what I was telling Tim. I was like, yeah, you might have fiber right outside your house by the main road, but it ain't for you guys. You guys are just a pathway going from one city to another.
Mm. Yep, it's a big discussion point over here as well. The internet, we've got NBN, and that's a bit of a disaster. But it's the sort of thing we just got to work with.
Yeah, what they throttle you guys though is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Matt and Tim's told me about the different plans you guys have over there. And there's no reason why you guys shouldn't be running 1 gig speeds over there.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are running fiber just like everywhere else.
Yeah.
And that's the one good thing about fiber is it's not constrained by certain times of the day, like it was back, when you had DSL and stuff, everybody got home. And, everybody being at home would really strain the internet in your neighborhood and your speeds would slow down.
Yeah.
Fiber's not constrained by that. Your entire neighborhood could be home and you're not going to notice the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the same. That's the same here too. The only time we kind of get any kind of slowdowns here is weirdly in the summer around 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm thinking that's just because when the lines are beginning to get hot,
Right?
Because the sun is in the right spot.
Oh yeah, there's sometimes their neighborhoods will have weird, just natural things at the same time every day. Like Steve, remember Steve Carpenter? Remember when he said that one time a day, every day he was having that same issue? And they found out it was like some little wire or something in a box 20 miles away that was fucking up his whole neighborhood. And it did it for like a year or something before they finally figured out what was causing it. But it would do it the same exact time every day. And I think it was just from natural causes. It was just a perfect setup at that particular time every day. That's always great about, during the hurricane, I went outside and got my converter out of the truck.
Yeah.
Took the battery out of my work truck, and I took it in the house and I put a piece of cardboard down, set the battery on there, hooked it up, plugged the router in, internet worked fine.
Yeah.
And then we were able to plug our phones in there to charge them.
Yeah, that's some good MacGyver work there.
Yeah, because I got a pretty decent sized converter.
Yeah.
It's got 2 110 plugs on it and like a couple of USB plugs. And I think it's like 400 or 600. But yeah, I just plugged it in there, plugged the router in, plugged our phones in, ran it fine all day.
I've got a 400 that you plug into the cigarette lighter, and you get one power out, one AC, and 2 USB-Cs.
Yeah, I think mine's a 600 because it has a cigarette lighter plug, but then you can also unscrew it and take that off.
Okay,
the one's on for the battery. Yeah, it has the battery clips as well.
Yeah. But you can get one of sort of like a sleeve you put over that gives you the clips. Put it over the car charging part, put a sleeve over the top of it, and you have
yeah, mine just came with both of them, and then you unscrew it from the back, and you can put the little cables on.
Yeah. You can do that as, for something for later on. There's always many and varied ways of getting these, either inverters or battery packs and generators, and there's just so much level of technology that you can pretty much power anything if you want. And then you've got probably solar panels you can fit on those too.
Oh, what's his name on YouTube? Russ51 Drones. He's been hawking those damn power stations all over YouTube.
Yeah, he's obviously getting a good cut.
They're nice power stations, though.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good brand that he got hooked up with. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of advertisements on Facebook with him in them and all over YouTube.
I don't know. To answer
what photo?
I think that
the Mini 4Z thing.
The folder, is that the foldable one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Because if it is, it might be rendered.
You guys got the picture of that?
I don't, but Charles might. Get your screen.
I don't know. Sometimes, dude, some of these people will come up with some concept photos, and the shit will look nice. Like the dude that did the concept photo for the Cybertruck before we knew what it looked like. Dude, his rendering of the Cybertruck was fucking nice.
Yeah.
I hate the Cybertruck. That thing's ugly as shit. And when I saw what it looked like, I
There's
was
some
like,
great
"Oh my
renders
god!"
out there. There's some great renders of everything. And especially these days where you've got, your Mid-Journey and your AI sort of thing, and some of the renders of major cars and things like that, and futuristic transport. That is really.
Now, if you want to share this real quick,
Yeah.
tell me that is not badass looking.
Oh yeah, that's a chick magnet, I tell you.
That is such a cool design, and that was somebody's rendering of what they thought it was going to look like, and then it came out looking like this shit right here. That is ugly as hell.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I love
why
that
would you
design.
do that?
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think of that design, Charles? I really like it. I think that's
I
nice.
I like it too. I like it an awful lot too. Why when I first saw the Cybertruck myself, I was like, what are you thinking? Why would you design a truck like that? It just looks ridiculous.
Yeah, when I saw this and I thought that was what it was going to look like, I was like, man, that is badass looking. And then when I actually saw what it looked like, I was like, oh my god, come on, Elon. I was like, that's fucking ugly.
Yeah, get your shit together. Yeah. Yeah, it did look real.
I've got the
like
Drone
that
XL article up there with the image of.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Zarya.
That's okay.
I was asleep.
What in the fuck is that monstrosity?
That is what Cryptoman is talking about.
I think allegedly too.
There've been plenty of people who have really just pulled it apart. Let me see if there's any other images. Yeah, there's the back end.
Oh, that's so ugly looking. If you haven't gotten a patent from the patent office confirmation for it, it's probably not real.
But here it even says, designed by drone enthusiasts. So it's I mean, the guy's got some skill and talent, but there's
And who's to say he even drew it? It was probably done by an AI system.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it wouldn't take too much to design that. I mean, that's not hand drawn, no matter what. But he could easily have built something like that in a 3D rendering program like Blender or Cinema 4D or
right.
Yeah, I'd agree with that comment. Okay.
That is fucking ugly, though. I don't even like the way the Mini 3 looks, to be honest with you. It looks like somebody kicked its face in.
It does look like a frog. It looks like a toad. Okay, so we can stop sharing that. But yeah, just the level of technology that everything is going at the moment. Where I think I've stated this before. Where does it end? Is technology just a race to the bottom? Firstly,
well, the drones kind of seem to be on the same kind of point that the cell phones are at this point.
Yeah,
they're not really plateaued, but they're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for features.
Down. Yeah, the technology is slowing down.
Yeah.
You can't really, I don't know where drones are going to go much further because with the with the Mavic 3 and that 3/4 inch sensor, the next step up would be an APS-C sensor, but there's already drones like the Sony Peak, $25,000 drone that actually carries an actual 30, not 30, sorry, a full frame camera on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
at what point?
And then they got people, saying, "Oh, there's going to be an Air 3. Oh, there's going to be an Air 3." Well, no, the Mavic 3 Classic is your Air 3. That's it.
That's what I was about to say. I really thought their next one would be an Air 3, but then I'm like, well, what's really between an Air 2S and a Classic? Like,
Yeah.
what really features can you approve or dumb down to really meet in the middle of that? I just don't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you have to come up with like a sensor that's somewhere in between a 1-inch and the Micro Four Thirds.
Right.
What's the point really?
And well, that's the thing too. And then that the Air 2S price would have to go way down because they don't want that new drone to creep into either one of the price range of those drones because,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So that would drop the
Yeah.
Air 2S, and then it would significantly drop all the rest of them. The Mini
Yeah.
2 would have to go down. The Air 2 would have to go down, to the point to where it would. I don't think it would be feasible. That's just, yeah. I think, like I said, I think they've kind of hit a plateau of what the cell phone companies are doing, and they're just scraping for the stupidest little features to try to keep themselves going.
Especially when you see the iPhone 12 to the iPhone 13 to the iPhone 14.
It's very minimal upgrades,
Yeah.
very minimal.
Scraping. I think
Yeah,
the main thing they have to work on now is battery. Battery life. I reckon there's a huge chunk of people out there that would accept battery life. If you just were able to get more battery life, but not add any weight to it. There's your next.
So what is Trevor saying? Like, there's reviewers that already have them or something?
That's what it looks to me.
Yeah, but what are you gonna? I mean, unless they're gonna drop out the Air 2S.
There's not much price range movement in between the cost of that and the Mavic 3 Classic. Honestly, they should have priced the Mavic 3 Classic at like $1,600. That would have left them a little bit more room.
That's another thought. Waterproof. The only ones that do at the moment is Swell Pro.
Yeah, but what's the point of that? How many people really want to go out and fly in the rain?
Why not?
Because the footage is horrible.
It gives you more time to
not
work
really.
with.
There's a guy.
All weather.
Go ahead, Charles. What?
Well, there's the guy that makes the. His company name is Phantom Rain, and he makes a series of wraps for DJI and Autel drones that make them flyable in the rain. He's taken his Air 2S and gone out on 10-15 minute, trips.
Like a raincoat
in heavy
type
rain.
thing?
In heavy rain.
Yeah,
he also makes a thing.
Same raincoats, yeah.
Yeah, and
I
he
would
also
say they're
makes
more like a wetsuit.
Well, I think that's what he calls it, the wetsuit.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And then he makes a life jacket kind of thing. Great big bulky ass thing.
There you go.
That attaches to the bottom to keep it floating.
So I'd certainly be into a.
Well, the few people I know that have actually ventured out in the rain with their drones, they said the pictures weren't that great because the rain was just kind of getting all over the camera. But I don't know. I've never actually tried to fly mine in the rain, so.
I flew in a very light, almost like a mist.
34 Media wants to know what the company's called.
What was the name of the company again?
It's Phantom Rain.
Phantom Rain. RAIN. No fancy spellings.
No, I'll put the link in the chat.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, it's I mean, I could see the uses for it. I don't know if your everyday pilot's going to do that, but I don't know. I mean, I guess to each their own, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, would it be a big enough market for DJI to really want to, spend the time to
not
IP
necessarily
all their drones?
making another one, but maybe like that Phantom Rain, just adding a sort of like a wetsuit to it.
Well, I mean, they could probably design one specifically for the rain, like a Phantom 4 or something like that, and sell it specifically for that purpose. But to waterproof all their new drones coming out, that's a lot of more research and money, because now you have to research the proper seals and glues, and I could see that taking the cost up a little bit more than, I don't know if you'd really want to pay for that extra. I mean, I guess, I don't know.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Trevor, yeah. Waterproof could be used on boats, yeah. It's
You're
that,
welcome, 34 Media.
what was the name
Waterproof
of
would have been good for Bill today.
Yeah. What was the name of that other one? All right, what's the name of that stuff that you see on the TV shopping all the time? Where they just put
Flex Seal.
Flex Seal, that's it, yeah. Get him to make out a Flex Seal.
Just fucking Flex Seal your whole drone.
Yeah, why not? Flex Seal the drone, yeah.
Fucking put two extra pounds of Flex Seal on your fucking Mavic Air.
Yeah.
That stuff does really work really well.
Oh, that's one of the very few as seen on TV products that actually works really well. Their tape, that shit is super strong. Like if you accidentally break a window in a house or something, like, you know, not shatter it completely out, but you crack it or something, get some of that Flex Seal tape and put it on there, and it will keep that window together for you.
Yeah.
I used it for one of my sister's friends bought a car when she was down here, and part of the bumper on the front of the car was like hanging because she just bought a little cheapy car from somebody.
Yeah.
So I pulled the bumper up, got it back seated up in there, but unfortunately all the holes in the bumper were all ripped, so I couldn't use wire ties or nothing. So I just went to the store and got a roll of that Flex Seal tape, and I just literally just took a little strip, put it on the bumper, pulled it up, got it tight, stuck it on the side of the car. On the way she went.
Yep.
And we think that her car was involved in a shooting because there was like 3 bullet holes in the hood. So I did the same thing. I just took 3 little patches of the Flex tape and just put it over the holes.
Yep.
Worked fine.
Certainly.
Want to find some light expanding foam
Yeah.
to put on the bottom of my drone.
Yep.
I just see a fucking drone flying, look like a goddamn marshmallow, just expanding foam all out the sides of it.
Yep.
I mean, I guess that would be good for keeping dust and shit out of your drone, though, too, like dirt and stuff. I don't know.
Hey, Dominic, can you put up that video? So I just want to show.
Sorry, I'm hitting buttons.
That's okay. That's okay.
That the one you've got in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
Now
worries.
this is from the from Phantom Rain's website. And
Okay.
this is the Air 2S. Sadly, they don't show the Air 2S up close in the rain. But in a minute or so here, it'll show what the start it up. It'll show. He's up. See, he's actually up in a storm.
Wow.
Now that I don't know about you folks, but I think that's
pretty
fantastic.
badass. Now, yeah. That's what I'd love to do.
Fuck that, man.
I tried to put it up in one the other week, and it just got. The rain was just too heavy. Wowzers.
Are you technically allowed to fly in a storm like that? Charles, do you know?
Legally, I don't know if there's anything.
Because I thought there was like a certain ceiling height for cloud coverage or something that was in there.
Well, you have to be 500 feet below and 2,000 feet horizontally away from clouds. I'd say
it's probably legal then. Well, I'm sure it is because he's posting it as for his business.
And there's probably grey areas as there usually is.
Well, I doubt he'd post this if it was for a business either, because then you're taking a risk there. I was just curious if you were allowed to, if they would consider that okay or not.
Now, let me.
It's a ballsy sort of thing to do.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, I mean, at any time a lightning bolt could hit your fucking drone. I mean,
There you
that's
go. Okay.
This is
always a
we're not
possibility.
Just as long as you're not doing 88 miles an hour, because we might have a new Back to the Future.
Yes.
Sends the drone into the future.
Right.
But it's like the product is like a rubberized vinyl that fits over your drone. I believe there are some things that go over your over the motors to keep water out of the motors. And he's got for the Mini 2, for the Mavic 3, Air 2S.
Now, what about the gimbal though? Because there's that big opening in the front of the drone. Does worry about water shooting in there while you're flying, or?
I don't think I don't think the gimbal gets covered. I don't know how you could do that because it would probably restrict movement.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because we all know that. Well, I mean, we all know that, like, especially on like the Air 2s and the Air 2Ss, there's a big ass gap right there, almost like a mouth, where that gimbal's at.
Some of the cameras, security cameras, they have this big ass covering on it,
so
that you can actually have a little cover and you can see through it. It's possible.
Honestly, you could probably design a big enough gimbal guard where the gimbal could move around within inside of a guard. But the only problem is you'd have to have the right kind of plastic or lens to not fuck with the video. That would be your biggest thing.
Yeah, it'd have to be absolutely crystal clear.
Oh, for sure.
But the other thing that I'd be interested in is the electromagnetic interference.
Yeah, it's always a possibility too in a thunderstorm.
What, from lightning and stuff?
Yeah. Would that be of any?
I don't think so. I don't think so because as you saw, that's not the first lightning video of his that I've seen. So I don't think it's.
I've seen a couple of those.
Problem.
I mean, we all know that any natural phenomenon can cause problems out of nowhere, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a common thing, But I mean, you probably have just as much of a risk of getting hit by lightning as that happening.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that's the first time I saw one of those videos of his. I was like, oh my god, how can he not be getting hit? How can the drone not be getting hit?
That would be very interesting, I must say.
That's what I'm saying. Your chances of getting hit by lightning are probably about the same as if you're getting any interference from it.
Yeah.
Imagine that fucking shot, though. You're sitting there hovering, all of a sudden, boom!
Yeah, you could get one of those.
It'd fry that damn drone, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like airplanes and airliners, they're actually designed to take lightning hits. You can actually look up on YouTube and find tons of videos.
I've watched several hours of planes getting hit by lightning.
Yeah, and it just goes right around them, but they're shielded for that particular reason.
And
a lot of times the people inside don't even, from what they were saying, is they don't really feel it or hear it because they're moving so quick by the time that sound gets there. A plane's moving at 500-600 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That is a valid point.
They're already gone by the time the sonic boom hits.
Yeah, because light travels faster than sound.
I'll tell you what, though, if you've ever been near really close to a lightning strike, like within 20 feet, that's some scary shit, dude.
Yeah. I was within... It's 30 meters. 30 meters. There was one near me, which is 30 back 50 feet.
I've been a lot closer than that. I had a power pole get hit.
Yeah.
The transformer got hit, and I was standing probably 10 feet from the power pole right underneath it.
Holy crap.
And I'll tell you what, dude, that right there caused me to have a fear. That happened when I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade. And because of that, dude, I had a fear of lightning storms for years after that. Like, I wouldn't even go outside if I even heard thunder.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it
I did
scared
that.
the living
I
shit
had
out
that
of me.
when I was young.
Like
Yeah,
I
that's
just
right.
recently started getting used to thunderstorms again because I live in Florida. You kind of have to,
Oh,
but it
yeah, I
still
love that.
scares the hell out of me.
I love
And
a
the
good thunderstorm.
well, the thunderstorms, Florida is like considered the lightning
I
capital
know.
of the world.
Yours,
Or
thunderstorms on steroids.
oh, they're on a whole different level here, dude. Oh my God, it's insane, dude. You
Yeah.
could be driving down the road, and literally you'll see 3 or 4 bolts hit right on the side of the road as you're going down the road.
Mm.
Like that's how close they'll be to you all the time. Like fucking, it's scary, dude. Trust me. Just going
Yeah.
from the car into the house will get you nervous.
As I said, I remember a couple of years ago we had a transformer at a train station get hit, and it exploded. And I was like about a kilometre away, and I heard it and saw all the. I actually saw the lightning, and saw all the. You could see the fire. You could see all the bits of smoke, and I'm going, oh my! And that took out pretty much a whole train station. So they made an absolute
Wow.
mess of everything.
Have you ever heard a transformer actually blow up? Man, that shit is loud.
I know.
Yes.
Like not from a lightning strike or nothing, just you're sitting there and all of a sudden one
Yeah, in
blows up in
general.
your neighborhood. Oh
Yeah,
my God, that's so loud.
because that one was near me too. It was, 2 train stations on.
We had one blow up outside our Walmart one day. We were out in the break room and it was about 30 feet away up on a power pole, and that all of a sudden out of nowhere, just boom, and a big old bright blue flash of light, and it was so loud. And
Mm.
then all the power went out in like half the neighborhood.
Yeah, sadly, this one was in the afternoon, not late at night where you could actually see it.
Oh, this was about
Heard it.
3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was just getting to work because I worked a 4 to 1 shift. It was like 3:30. And so it lit up the whole back of Walmart. You could see it was like daytime for like a split second.
Mm. And thankfully, when it hit the transformer, there was no train, and funnily enough, it's peak hour, and there was no people near the station, and no train going past. So it was lucky that no one was killed. If that
Have you
had
ever
hit then,
you ever watch the lightning storms in New York City when they hit like the Sears Tower and shit?
yeah,
There's some really did that tower get a lot of the towers in New York City, they have those big grounding rods on the top that
yeah,
attracts the lightning to that specific spot. They get hit
Mm.
all the time.
yeah. It'd be great to be really close, but it'd be really scary to be close at the same time. Because I know that when we had it's actually, yeah, it's actually 4 years ago today, today in my language, which is what, the 30th of January, it was 4 years ago that we had one of the closest lightning strikes to me. And believe me, I tell you, my insides went out. It was that loud. Well, I reckon my heart skipped a beat. It was that close and that loud, I tell you.
Well, the thing is too is like it's funny because like you'll see lightning strikes get real close to people and they'll take off running. It's like you can run as fast as you want. If that thing was going to hit you, you'd already be dead,
Yeah.
or you'd be on the ground
Yeah.
seriously hurt. Like there's no outrunning one of those. It hits you, you're done.
Mm.
Like they're just running out of straight panic at that point,
Yeah.
because it's all you see is a bright light, and then 10 seconds later you're boom, boom.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah, Mom and I drove. It didn't get struck by lightning, but we had to drive by a transformer that had blown, and we didn't have any choice. We were already on the road. We're on our way somewhere. We're on this specific street, and we're driving along, and we're seeing all this black smoke on the horizon. We have no idea what's going on, and when we get close enough, we see that there's a transformer blown, black smoke billowing out of it, and molten, white hot molten stuff dripping down out of the thing. Luckily, it wasn't dripping down into the road, but we had to drive by it. We had to drive right by it, and it had happened so quickly before we got there that like emergency services weren't there yet. Nobody was directing traffic.
Yeah, you guys happened to run up on it right when it was happening.
Yeah.
Arvo.
Hey, Arvo.
No, Arvo is afternoon. His name's Brad.
Oh, sorry.
I
remember you talked about that once. I just now that you're telling me, I remember you talking about it once, but I didn't.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
He's finally. Has he finished work though?
Let's see if I can find that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, watch this video right here. This is a pretty famous one here. Watch this power pole.
Holy crap!
Jatters.
Obliterated. That is obliterated.
Look at that.
Oh my!
Now, was that from a lightning strike or just the transformer blowing?
Oh, that was a lightning strike.
I'm doing well.
That was in Chicago, Illinois. Oh, could you imagine if you had Ron's Sony DSL that does like 900 frames a second?
Yeah.
Oh God, dude, you would have caught some. That would have been really good. Shut up, Tim.
Okay. Oh, we were dropping there for a minute.
He said, "Brush your teeth and go to bed, Tim Jackson."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off though, because I do that.
I was just about to say
yeah.
that. I was just about to say that it's. I've got to nick off and go down to the shops as well. So.
Yeah, well, Sarah's got to work tomorrow, so me being over here talking on the computer is gonna get old real quick here pretty soon.
No worries then. Right, goodbye, good night to everybody, and good night to everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by.
Donald, Justin.
It's been real great.
I'll see y'all later.
Good night, folks.
Okay. Good night. Thanks for stopping by, everybody, and we'll do this again sometime. Bye-bye.